Mad Hustle Sports. Shout out to the Roman Noodle Babies and the Friday Night Content Creators.
Now, for real. Grinding for the paper. Quiet money records, bitch. I feel like Tony Draper. I just left Warren, ball fade with the razor. Baby girl foreign, but a half from Malaysia. The leg from the States. Bumper kid break. The MC on threes. I'ma call this Chevy Chase. Walk by the three before I sip, I say my grace. Ride with a player when I dip, I scrape the place. The weed, my estate. Really, it's the city. Back in Cullen Park was too.
Yeah, we Mad Hustled Up, baby. It's the Mad Hustle Podcast. Hey, the season finale. We in this thing, man. Shout out to the guys, man. Shout out to them Roman Noodle Babies and them Friday Night Content Creators. Man, what's up, fellas? How y'all doing tonight? Introduce yourselves, please.
I'm going to introduce Corey. This the dude that know everything behind the scenes because he behind the scenes. That's why y'all don't know him. 7-on-7 tournaments. He the one seeing all the kids go head up. When people just need a reffing crew to come in to help the Little League games or somebody to come in, he's seeing them come up from 6U all the way to high school, and he doing the big boy playoff games at the end of the day. So all the stuff y'all think y'all seeing, he actually the person that's seen all of it at the end.
He's seeing the ground zero. And look, if you don't know, if he ain't seeing the ground zero, he knows somebody that's seeing the ground zero. Hey, shout out to the plug, man. Shout out to the plug. That's how we gonna say.
Man, want to say this here, man. Shout out to everybody, man, that's been rocking with us all year from day one. Y'all talked us into this shit. We was really just talking shit online, and man, we started a whole damn podcast. Y'all done rocked out with us. The numbers is crazy. We want to say shout out. I hate to expose Corey. You know, this was one of our confidential informants that we had on the inside, but Corey is one of our day ones, a guy that believed in us from the beginning. I seen Corey out there roaching up on pork chops on Saturdays. It's how I met Corey. You know what I'm saying? On some real shit. Like, you gotta be in the trenches if you know.
Hold on. Before we talk about
Corey ripping the sophomore game for a pork chop. People ain't doing that.
Hey, it was good too.
Everything else, Corey is a father.
Yes,
and
sir.
His son played at Dickinson High School, and he's a factor.
Yeah.
Talk about J-Man, Corey. How does it feel to be his father?
Man, hold on. Before we say, man, congratulations to Jamarian Payne and the Dickinson Gators on a standout season. Man, y'all gave the county something to cheer for. But tell us a little bit about Payne, man, and the big season he had.
Well, man, first he started off playing football for the Galveston Hurricanes when he was 5. Started off in flags and coach. What's what I'm talking about? Coach Pettaway was his coach, and he believed in him. Man, he said he was gonna be special when he get up in age.
Gotta slow down. We gotta go down through there. You telling me the basketball savant, the man who got all the kids in the county to Division I in the schools,
Mike Evans
coaching
mentor.
Football, Payne?
Yeah, Mike Evans mentor.
Yeah,
Joey Pettaway.
Absolutely, man. Man, you know, to be honest, man, he played with the Hurricanes for about three or 4 years with them, with the twins, Jason and Jamal Mason, man. I mean, man, it was something special. I mean, I remember Bro, he played with what's the kid name? I'm tripping that play at Texas right now. Jonah played with Jonah and all them, man, and you know, I just couldn't believe it, man. Like now they ain't babies no more. These are actually young adults, young kids, man. So, you know, right now, man, he's well, I owe a big shout out to Tristan because Tristan played a big part in that, man. And Tristan, I can't thank you enough, man, because man, you really helped him out, man. Especially like when he was down, I know you'll pick up the phone and call him, man. So, you know, that means a lot, man. And, you know, I know Jamar always, you know, saying positive things about him, you know, was never fake with him. And, you know,
Hey,
was
Jamar the
real.
police though. Jamar is the old motherfucker feds. Like he the that's
Parent police. I'm
Yeah.
the parent police. I've never had a negative thing to say about Corey in his parenting because Corey is out the way. If you a parent that want to be all in the videos, if you want to be all on the scene and commenting, I will be directly at your ass. Pause.
And the thing about that with Corey, the crazy thing is, if he just wanted to politic and do all that, on my life, he could easily do all the little BS that everybody else doing at the end of the day.
Hey man, I'm always about supporting these kids, man. You know, I mean, hey, we was kids once. So man, I'm all about these kids, man. I mean, it's not about me, it's about them. So I mean,
Hey, J man, I can tell you this. He always been a dog. He been the same dog we've seen his whole life since he put cleats on.
right, right.
He's the definition of a football player, Tristan. He's a football player.
Oh no! But look, they ain't did what I was doing. I put J man.
Samuels.
Yeah, they don't know. At Dixon High School, I put J man a strong safety with wide receiver.
He playing both ways. For sure.
Yeah.
You know,
Player J man, that's a saltwater baby. In case y'all ain't know.
and you know, to be honest,
that's a saltwater baby.
They gotta play both ways.
And I think it may happen next year, man. I think he may end up playing both ways next year. I would love to see it, but you know, we'll know when spring get here.
There's no shot at Snelson because they did line him up at quarterback with some direct snap shit. They was they had a red zone package for him. It was a lot of stuff that package
read option for sure.
Read options, because he has overall football knowledge, and that's always a good thing. So this is why I gotta ask you, Corey. I'm gonna get gumbo. I like Jay. Can I get into the gumbo, Jamal? You ready to get into the gumbo?
We gotta go down through there.
What was the best game you officiated
ever? I would say back in 2012, 2013, when I want to say it probably was Allen and then Geyer. That's when Kyler Murray, I think it was his last year. Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you, man, the kid is just so explosive, man. I mean, just very explosive. I mean, I just never seen a kid that just soon as the ball snap, he's already gone.
Right.
I mean, and then the fan base wise is phenomenal. The best atmosphere in the game.
That's two great atmosphere right there, Allen and Guy.
I mean, and I want to say that game was in Cowboy Stadium, if I'm not mistaken. Now, that's up in the Dallas area and the Houston area. I will actually have to say, back in 2022. I'm sorry. Our crew, we had the regional finals with North Shore and the Tascasita. This is when Caleb Bailey went down, had that ACL injury, and David Amador stepped up at quarterback, man. And that's when Coach, I think it was Coach K's last year. You know, they went to the finals and stuff. But anyway, I never did a North Shore and a Tascasita game.
Hold on, back up though. Because I want to say something about Houston. So Caleb Bailey, who had just won state, got hurt. Amador went to quarterback. He was a receiver. Right. And North Shore went to state with Amador, and they didn't make a single excuse about it. They didn't say nothing about it. They didn't say a word about it. They took it on the chin too. Pause. But go ahead.
Yeah, like they felt like they still should have won that game. Yep. And they didn't say, well, if we would have had Caleb Bailey, we would have won. They just said we banged it out, and it ain't, you know what I'm saying? We ain't get it done.
Shout out.
Hey, Zach, get what TSA right now. Zach, get what the Shay so you see in the link because we gotta lock in.
Okay, I'm about to. Yeah.
So I mean, in Amador,
what's the best game you did with a Galveston County team, Payne?
Best game with a Galveston County? Oh man, do it have to be two Galveston County teams?
No, in the county.
In the county, man, you'd probably be surprised. I would say it was Clear Falls and George Ranch.
The year George Ranch won it?
No, this was 2019 before COVID.
Okay.
This is when the coach, the previous coach that was there, he's at Morton Ranch named Nick Cavallo. He was the head coach at George Ranch at the time. And matter of fact, Wade Oliphant was the OC.
Mhm.
They had a
Okay,
couple of
hold on. Let's do some research now. So
um,
Wade, tell them who Wade is now.
Wade Oliphant is the current head coach at Lamarck High School. Actually, he's a Lamarck grad class of 1998. Um, so yes, he was the offensive coordinator at that time at George Ranch, and man, I would tell you, and at the time, Clear Falls had a quarterback that I want to say probably threw about 2,500 to 3,000 yards around that year. And Deshae, you may know who he is. I forget the kid name, but Wade was running a great offense. I mean, he really didn't have a running back. He ran like a five spread, receivers, and man, he was just throwing it, man, just lights out, man. The kid George, I would say George Ranch was really good that year, but I think they got knocked out in the second round by Humble.
Was Hump on that team at Cliff Falls?
I think he had left at the time.
Okay.
I think Hump probably like 2014 or something like that.
No. Julio, that's at Texas A&M right now.
No, he was at Clear Lake.
He's talking about
Okay.
Humble.
Okay.
He was at Clear Lake.
Okay.
So what is your outlook? So we talked about this season being about running game and defense. From your perspective, being on the field, like seeing a lot of football games on, is that accurate?
Yeah, because I've been seeing a lot of people just run the ball, just run. It is a run and gun team, but like I'm gonna say that it's hard for a team to beat another team that throws the ball because down here in this Houston area, you don't really see a lot of teams that throw the ball. I mean, if you hear what I'm saying, because you don't really see that many quarterbacks that are accurate. You don't really see no good mechanics. I mean, half of these kids in the Houston area, I'm gonna just flat out say it.
Receivers
And
can't catch.
no, I'm saying half of the kids in the Houston area, well, if they play quarterback, they basically an athlete. I mean, I'm gonna say this: take a kid like Lorenzo Aguirre, take another kid like Carson White. I mean, those are actual quarterbacks, man. And Caleb Maryland, those are quarterbacks. Those kids right there take time in the lab and just get a lot of work in. Because I seen Carson work out with Dean Colbert's son, the one that coaches Shador and Cam Ward and
Select
all them.
QB.
Right. So I mean,
Daryl Colbert.
Daryl Colbert.
Dean Colbert is the coach. That was my OC my junior year. But we call Dean Colbert Pimp C, but keep going. Go ahead. He's the athletic director at Aldine. That's my boy, Pimp C, Willow Ridge State champion, played with Thurman Thomas. That's my boy.
So, man, I just like this year I seen more of a lot of passing from some teams. I think they just trying to open up more because to be honest, you see the run game down there every day. But I'm more of seeing more of a passing quarterback because I want to see a kid venture out a little bit more.
Right. So we got Pops on here, man. How you doing today, man? Hey, you already live in blessing because they say you are a product of your fruit. And your fruit doing damn well. What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm good. What about yourself?
I'm
Man,
good.
we good, man. It's good. It's good to have you on here, man, because the Shay he be telling us a whole lot, but we sure want to get it from your end, and we want you to tell us about it. I don't want to hear. I want to hear from Pops because Pop gonna tell us the truth. Man, what was it like raising a Deshae? Hard headed. How many times you had to whoop his ass a day, man? Tell us about that. Start there. Let's start there. How many whoopings did Deshae get as a young man?
Oh, he got a bunch.
Mm-hmm. I can believe it. I can believe it. He need one right now. I can believe it. I can believe it.
Now his brother, I got him one good time, and that was it. He understood. That one. Woo.
Hard-headed, boy. Can't tell him nothing. Got to whoop his ass every day to make him sit down. Man, growing up in sports, what was the first sport you put Deshae into?
First sport I put him into was baseball.
Okay.
Yep.
And why did you pick baseball? Because I got a baseball organization, and I'm trying to sell the benefits of baseball to our community, right? Our demographic, and people don't understand the benefits of it. So I'm not coaching them or grooming them or nothing. Why did you feel like baseball was the sport to put them in?
Well, at the time I was in Arizona, and overseas, that's all they had. Little intramural stuff. In Germany, actually, when he first started, he did baseball, and we did baseball, basketball, and we did they had flag football there in Germany. But then when we came back, the first thing we got to do was baseball, because we was in Arizona. And Arizona it's big on baseball in Arizona. As guys that go out and select professional players, had teams there, little league teams in Arizona. So something that can give them structure, they can teach them from the top down was good. I thought it was good for them to learn and hear from those professionals.
What area was y'all in? The Phoenix, Tempe area? Where y'all was at? Tucson?
We was right below Tucson. We was in this little town called Sierra Vista.
Okay.
Right by the border of Mexico border.
Okay.
Yeah,
I know for me, baseball helped me with the technical side, Tristan. Like not just being able to just go out there and be good. Like if you go up there and don't squash the bug one time, you're not gonna hit the ball.
You're on mute,
you know what I'm saying? Every little thing, if you don't do it right in baseball, it could be why you strike out or don't get the ball. So
chicken wing up. Chicken wing up, goddamn.
So that taught me to kind of look at other sports and basketball too. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you don't flick your wrist.
All right. Enough from you to say we talking to your daddy, a real Milburn. We talking to somebody from Dallas. We talking to somebody from Dallas. Was he out there crying, man? That we trying to find out. How much was he crying out there, man? Was he crying when he strike out and all that type of shit? That's what we want to know.
No, I don't allow no attitudes, none.
Okay. Now, so because he telling us about how he was this cold basketball player, and I just don't know. But he was telling us about how he was cold. He was Penny Hardaway and Kevin Johnson out there. So I want to hear these basketball stories. Now I know he played for the Magic once he got down on this end, but let us know what he was doing in basketball and how all this came about.
Oh yeah, he did very well up there, man. They had I think he was a sophomore, ended up varsity up there, and they little team. They went to the playoffs, and he first playoff game and all that. Also, he liked to pass it too much, but I tried to tell him he need to shoot a little more.
Bro, you can gouge, huh? He said he passing the ball too much.
It's good to give us, but you can wide open the layup. You throwing us assist. I didn't agree with that, but he did. He wanted to throw it. Not score no points.
Right.
But definitely. I mean, he got district. I don't know if he got honorable mention something else. He did good.
So when you see your son, I know we're skipping ahead. At what point do you see, man, my son, godson? Because we hate on our sons as fathers, right? But at what point you was like, man, he got something?
Yeah, I mean, once he came up there, he left high school down he was at Clear Creek, and then he had tore his ACL that his freshman year, and so the next time I seen him, he had his everything. To me, they weren't really working with him to get leg back up to par where it should be. So we ended up coming down there to Arizona, and we had a person work with him down there. He got him back up to to par to be able to play. Went through and got his knee because when he first came, they told him no, his knee wasn't ready, he couldn't play. So when I brought him up there, then the lady went through physical therapy with him and all. The coach's wife, and then he went to this other place in Tucson to actually do work with him. He ended up getting him back up to par. He was able to play the next year. So it was a lot of work when he came up there. So he was up there. Up there for 2 years, and he wanted to go back senior year.
So as he going through all this, what kind of pops was you? Was you in the background telling him how great he was and arguing with people in the stands, or was you one of them pops sitting up there telling him he ain't doing shit? Because my daddy was a you ain't doing shit type of daddy. The whole time I did anything, he told me, boy, you ain't did shit. You know what I'm saying? So what kind of pop was you on your kid?
Well, what I'll do, I'll tell them if they did good, I'll tell them you did good, but you made
yeah.
all the time. Yeah, you did on this and that, but you made mistakes. So at the end of the day, you still got. So you're not perfect. You're not good. You made mistakes, and some of them that you shouldn't have made. And I was kind of hard on me though. He was just coming back from his injury. He wasn't full speed, but if you're gonna be out there playing, you're gonna get the honest answer, full healthy.
Yeah, I told him about when you wrote me in college and you was watching my film, and then you told me just quit if you're gonna be scared to run across the middle. I'm tired of seeing your ass not playing hard. I said I ain't get none of that. So I ain't get the soft coaching, the pat on the back. I ain't get that.
Because I left and went to college from high school at 136.
What year you graduated?
I graduated in 85.
Okay, so you played with Kim Landers now?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so then I went off to college, which I played at Texas A&M Kingsville.
Man, hold on. Man, you ain't go to school with Daz Evans, did you?
Guys came after me.
Okay. So you with Johnny Bailey them down there? Yes. Okay. Now we talking.
We had a D1 team and D2.
That was his roommate, Jamar.
Yeah.
Y'all was getting in trouble. You was getting in trouble. Yeah, you was with.
I ain't gonna lie, but I was there with John Randall. All them boys.
Yeah, Big Daz, I talk to Daz every day. That's the big homie.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
I went down. I was 130 pounds, but I was going across the middle. I didn't care. I told my coach. I said, "Coach, people not better than me in the game." Coach said, "You got to wait."
Man, hold on. Coach Pittman was down there with you?
Yes. Coach Pittman know me very well, man.
That was my OC. When I transferred from Louisiana Lafayette, when I went to Midwestern State, he left A&M Kingsville and came to Midwestern State.
Oh, yeah. Coach Pittman tell you, man, I went there, I took the boys, and I wasn't but about 5'5", 136 pounds. And we had a receiver, 6'3", 225, run 40. And we had another guy. So I went there. They started rotating. Because I'm not afraid to go across the middle. So Deshae was way bigger than I was. So you need to get tough and go across the middle.
Yeah.
Afraid of football. If you're going to play football, play football.
Hey, so we all, as fathers, because we all fathers on here, we had this moment where your son's just like, because, we hate on our kids. Like, we hate. That's our job. But we all had that moment where he's like, man, that's me. What was that moment for you with Deshae Milburn?
We was in Arizona. Junior year, he was playing both ways. And same thing I did at Ball High. I started free safety and I started receiver. I played both. Better yet, I was everything but the punt team. I started kickoff team, kickoff return team, offense, defense. I started everything but punt team. So when he was there, he was playing, offense, defense, doing some return. That's when I said, wow, went in a big, he was doing everything I was doing. So it was like, okay. And then, once he came back here, I told him, don't go back to Texas. I told him to up there because he had a lot. He had more people looking at defense at Arizona. So I mean, they was talking to him about defense, but then he wanted to go back to. So I say, hey, well, that's your choice, because they had a big article written up about him in Arizona because they had Suggs. They had Suggs was the bad. Then they had what's the other guy that played line?
Devon Kennard.
Yeah, Kennard had played.
He played like 15 years in the league too.
For Dallas, lineman. They had him as, and they had Deshae as the future. But he left and went back to do that. Them people on the West Coast gonna cut you off because it's too much competition in Texas. So I try to keep running down and getting you when you was here and you had it all. We was giving it all too. And then
hindsight, he was 1,000% right. I was being a mama's boy and childish. I wanted to come back to Texas, be with my friends, play in front of my family, which it was a great thing. We had a great run, but business-wise and like as far as what mattered, I should have listened to what he was saying and, you know what I'm saying, stayed out there where I was the number 2 player in the state at the time when I left. So it really wasn't smart to come back. They made me like the number 268 player. So I went from the number 2 player in the state to 268 just because I moved. So.
You see that comment?
I don't see no comment.
Yeah. He said,
Lily, tell him we visited Ball High when I first got back, but we went to that auditorium and them people was acting a fool. You
can't judge us off the auditorium. You can't judge us off the auditorium, man.
Man, what's the name of the
bad? They was booing the dude off the stage, Tristan.
What's the name of the store? What's the name of the store y'all fight at after school in Galveston?
A&M Grocery.
He would have got a couple of fades at A&M and he would have been all right. He would just had to take his fade. What he was gonna claim? Because you know you're gonna claim what your daddy claimed. So where you grew up in Galveston?
I grew up on 37th Street.
Whoop. So he was gonna be with them boy from 35th. That what you gonna that what you were gonna be at the say in the danger zone?
That's when I was.
They ended up moving. My grandma lived right across the street from the stadium now. So
that's quick split.
Yeah, the split.
Oh yeah, they were gonna jump on you. Your daddy from the other side, they were gonna jump on you every day. You were gonna have to fight every day at the A&M store.
I was born.
Trust me, I already got the stories with my boy Brock and all that. Trust me, I done went down through there with that, man.
Shit,
born in Palm Terrace. Then we moved from Palm Terrace to
Yeah, he was definitely gonna have to fight every day.
That other place over there, I got a gallon so fast. Over there on the backside over
you know your homes?
The Mother Projects.
Parkland.
Parkland. Because look, everybody from Galveston know Palm Terrace was the first project.
Right.
Everybody from Palm Terrace.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Like, they can lie their ass off. Palm Terrace was the first project in Galveston, Texas.
So your roots is what your roots is. I like how that sound. That's where y'all all from. I know what your roots is. That make a lot of sense. That's a whole nother subject we'll get into later. But go ahead.
Look, Billy, this is my only question. I want you to explain to the parents just a little bit about the recruiting process, some things that they could do that you think helped you, help me. You know what I'm saying? Be able to get recruited, and because they get information from a million different places. And a lot of mine is just from my experience or what we went through. You know what I'm saying? Hands on going through it. So,
Well, like I say, when you came to Texas, I really ain't have much doing because I was in Arizona.
yeah.
But you was pretty much molded by then. But when you was there, I mean, we went to certain camps. We went to a lot of camps. You know, we went to one camp. I can't remember which one it was. And the guy told me, he said, man, he told Deshae you need to get faster. So then, first thing me and Deshae them did after that, I took him to the field. So he had ran like a 4.7, I think. So then we got him down to almost a 4.5. For me out there with him on the field, because I mean that's what I did with him. 24/7. We went out there, I worked with him.
No speed coach, Jamal. We going out there old school
Man,
ball
come
high
on,
track
man.
workouts.
But you
know
gonna
what I'm
get fast
saying?
because your daddy gonna put that belt to your ass if you don't do what you supposed to do. So come on with it. We know how it's going. I'm listening. I'm listening. Come on with it. So you get him down to a 4.5. And notice something that he telling these stories. And it's already believable because you ain't coming with some old fictitious ass bullshit. You said he was a 4.7, he need to get faster. You worked and you got down to like a 4.5. Man, do y'all notice how he telling the truth? You don't have to lie, man. That's the thing that we be tripping about. But go ahead, man. Tell us what's going on, man.
Like we was in Arizona, so I sent him to this one camp. It was 10 like what 10 days? No, was it 10 days or a week? Might have been 10 days. It was one of the elite camps up in California. So I went there with him.
B2G.
B2G, that's what it was.
Yep.
So that camp. But before we went there, we went to UCLA, and that's when old Newhouser, I think his ass was there,
And Coach Moore.
more. So we went there. You know, he did pretty good. So then we went back to the hotel. So I was just scrolling around. I was like, dang, man. USC had what's the name this weekend too, a camp. But we had the day that first day was when we was at UCLA. So we left there. I said, well, let's see if we get in there. So I just called them up and they said, yeah, you can come on down. So when I went down there, you know, signed them up.
Mind you, Jamar, we ain't realized this the Rising Star camp. So this day elite camp with they flying Jackson Jeff Coat in. They flying everybody. We ain't even know this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
75 top players in the nation now. This was Pete Carroll.
It's Pete Carroll.
OG Pete. Pete got a G pass to go in every hood in Los Angeles. Yes, sir.
Yes. And so then I took him up there. So we went there for that day and shit. So the Shea, I mean, he did him bad up there. Real bad. And the ESPN guy came say, because I said, good job. So he said, you know that kid? I said, yeah. I said, that's my son. He said, what's his name? So he wrote his name down. Shit, he wrote an article about him that he was, you know, one of the standouts at the camp. We wasn't even supposed to be there. We just walked up on there and he let us go. So Shay did them boys bad up there, man. And
What's up, man?
they did it right up on him. ESPN did when we was up there from that camp. And so then he did that, you know, and so he went to I dropped my B2G, then that's when I flew back to Arizona and left him up there for them 10 days or whatever. But yeah.
And the main thing we wanted to put out there, we want a father of a son who done it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You ain't sell your soul. At the end of the day, everything, if y'all listen to him, everything he said is based off of his son performance.
Yeah. And that's why I was with them. And anytime I was with them, I didn't get even my little. So when we first went play the Hurricane, you know, my son was extra small. So, you know, we went out there, you know, they had like, I ain't gonna lie, they had like two people in front of them. And I just told them, you know, we practice when you got to earn it. They ain't gonna give you, you know, because they was hand on this play. You know how to do a dad balls. I'm just straight up. And so, you know, I told him, nah, man, you just got to earn your spot. Littlest one on the team. And then once the season got ready to start,
So you didn't run from the daddy ball. Y'all dealt with the adversity. You told them to overcome it.
oh no, I don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
My son, hey, when I coach them in basketball and stuff, they mess up, they'll sit on the rest of the game. Even if you was the better player. But you go out there, you don't listen, try to do what you want, and then you're gonna sit down. I never got it.
Hey, so man, we appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming on here. Hey, Deshae, we know who to call to get on your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know who to call. Deshae be out here, and look, he ain't doing what I want him to do either. I'm gonna tell you.
We're gonna have a talk with you offline. We're gonna have a talk with you offline. Hey, we will tell you this here though. We gonna OG how I post OG. We stay on his ass. Trust and believe that. Trust and believe that. Trust and believe.
You know, I don't feel the same dad, so.
So
I appreciate you coming on, really. I needed the parents just to hear that because they be thinking it's a secret recipe where I tell them it ain't one. Work hard and go try yourself against the competition and see if you better or not. That's all it is. It ain't no secret to it.
So man, I appreciate you coming on, Mr. Milburn. You the greatest. You bred greatness. A tree is only as great as the fruit it bears, and your fruit is great. So we thank you for coming on here and chopping it up with us.
But the hard head, man, you know, y'all stay on it.
Yeah, he with us. He with us. We can't do no wrong, man. So I appreciate you. All right, guys. We'll check it out.
Have a good one.
All right, Billy, love you.
Hey, man. So, man, it's mad hustle, y'all. People don't understand. This is the last one. This is the final curtain. You know what I'm saying? This is where we at. So, hold on. I had a commercial.
I seen you pop in too, Zach. Yeah, you on the clock.
Zach, hold on. Zach, we
pop in and pop out.
Yeah. I'm still on here. What's up, y'all? You know I gotta say what's up and shit. I ain't want to interrupt y'all.
Nah, you good, Zach.
That boy's
you gotta stay
PTA, Zach. You can see it.
Zach, you gotta stay championship, Zach.
Man, you got the game going in the back, and the craziest part, this the turning part of the game right here. That was the turning part of the game was right there. 41-21. C King wound up getting the ball, right? So
is that when Mitchell returned that
he returned the kick. C King finally woke up. They start slowing him down. They get a stop. They get the ball. They driving the ball. They get the ball down near to the red zone, and the pick six. That was the night. That was the NyQuil.
Zach, you on here? Where's Zach at?
Yeah, I'm on here. I'm about to pop on.
All right, hey, Zach, man. Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this here. Up front.
What's up, bro?
Up front.
They handled their business.
Yeah. Up front.
Yeah,
they handled their business.
I told you this summer that's the number one
defensive line coach. He was just out there.
We ain't gonna do no glazing because he on here, but they definitely top five. They definitely top five.
Hold on.
Name your top five.
Name your top five.
They top five for sure. The thing I will give them,
you gotta say that.
I would say this about them
because this is what I needed, Tristan.
They nasty.
He think they all talent and Harden won't.
No. They nasty.
Like, look at my right tackle. Look at my right tackle.
Coaching.
But
he's like 5'10", 240.
But this the only thing, Zach. This the only problem I got. I watched the Longview game too. I seen the
and
Longview
that's the play
game
he had to start. But if you watch the Longview game, Brian don't start that game till the second quarter. So that's what we look like when Superman not in the building.
I ain't gonna say I was paying attention. I just know it was some leakage back there.
For sure. Superman, sometimes Superman get a little kryptonite. He wasn't there that day.
But you notice how this the thing about us, Zach. we watch all the games.
Yeah, you got to.
You see what I'm saying? Like, we don't watch one area, this or that. I seen y'all against Longview. And you know, I see everybody just anointing y'all the state champs and the best team in Texas and this and that. I'm like, now don't get it twisted. We got favoritism. I never say this about nobody else from Dallas, but we got favoritism towards Todd. He's a guy after our own heart. We love Todd on the Mad Hustle podcast. Like, and what he did this weekend, coming out there with a Fofo Oakland shirt on, is legendary forever. You know what I'm saying? The coach with a Fofo Oakland shirt on in the state championship game. Shout out to South Dallas. Shout out to Lil World. That's the store in Oakland. You know what I'm saying? A lot of bad shit happened at Lil World. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Todd, man. But y'all play with that edge, man. Prayers up to everybody from down there, what y'all got going on down there, man. Hope God get y'all through that, man. But like, man, it is you know, and they ranked the coaches the other day, and I say, you know, Samples is who Samples is, but I still rank Todd ahead of him because Todd won a state championship in DISD. And you know what that's gonna be like every day going inside of an inner city school. Samples was in the inner city. He didn't win no state championships at Lincoln or Skyline. Now he did lay a blueprint, and all respect to Samples because he's a GOAT. He's a GOAT in another category. You know what I'm saying? As a man. But and as far as coaching go, being able to get a state championship at a DISD school, man, that's nothing short of spectacular, man. Just the every day of which I'll go through there, man. I want you to tell us a little bit about a day in South Oak Cliff, man. I know it's more than and you know they label our kids a certain kind of way, but we know they got a lot of charisma. They got a lot of charisma. They likable kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? They likable kids. We understand that. But talk to us about coaching at South Oak Cliff. What is it like?
We gonna get back to alignment assignment, Jamal. I like the spin.
But you know, it's where it's located. And the thing about us is we have kids who parents may have changed their circumstances, but they understand what that specific area means and how it will grow you as a person. So they know that their kids have to be in that environment. And that's what Todd has been able to cultivate, is helping the people, you know, typically because in the way we're made up, once we get in a certain echelon, now we want to move on and run from where we are, where he had the ability to draw people back to where they came from, because this is where he grew up. Like, yes, he from where he from, but his granddad was the principal at SOC, and his picture is in our main hallway going to our gym. The middle school that feeds into SOC is named after his granddad now. You know what I'm saying? So with the community, it is what it is. Like, it's stuff going on. We are directly in the hood, so it may be a shooting today. We may drive by and may see a drug bust one day. You know what I'm saying? But it's the kids have to factor in. Now, that would be my biggest thing that I would get across is we, like, as much as they are kids, you have to factor in that majority. Some of them are raising themselves. Some of them are raising their siblings. Some of them are having to go make money. Like, in our district schedule, people talk about our district schedule. 3 of my starting linemen was going to go work at FedEx at 10:30, and the game ended at 9:30.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hold on.
They ain't gonna talk about that though.
Yeah.
See, they ain't gonna talk about that.
We gotta get in there. Let's get in there.
Wow.
Because they have to, as much as he's a 17-year-old man, and I can talk to him how I do because we have that relationship, and I've spent 16 hours for 365 days, 4 years in a row. I can say whatever I want to, but his English teacher or his math teacher or his social studies teacher, they don't have that same relationship. They just think the kid being an asshole and think he grown. Well, in every other aspect in life, he is grown. He the man in his house. But for the 3 hours I spend with him that day, he can be a kid. So it's having to find that balance.
Talking about you moving fast. So let me back you up.
Go ahead.
So what you saying is no throwing away of the kids. You don't no throwing away of the kids. And so listen to what. So I've been on a rant these last couple of days. And so we have these people that chase after this and chase after that. And I'm a person, that God has blessed me, and I've kind of moved away. And my son, I'm taking him back to Port Arthur to
He
go
got
through
to.
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
He gonna have to go through that. You know what I'm saying? And what you're saying is of how important S's and O's are important, man. It is. But man, having some compassion and understanding for these kids of what they go through, man, it's bigger than anything anybody will ever understand. That's why I got, man, look, how about this here? How about y'all host that, man? Y'all ain't trying to get no jobs in Houston. Man, we need y'all down here, man. Y'all want to
We
come to
just
the
love where we at. I mean,
go
okay,
down
so
in
look,
H-Town,
who
though.
would y'all say is the star from the game that y'all always see pop off the screen on offense? He in the camera right now.
Jump on here.
What number?
You talking about 2?
3.
72.
3.
72.
Let's talk about 3. If y'all remember 5 years ago,
you talking about light skin.
Yes, if y'all remember 5 years ago, he's the kid that threw the chair into Soto.
Really?
He was in the 7th grade when that situation happened. So this is a creating young men out of situation. But people see that they don't understand his family dynamic. They don't understand he's a nomad. They don't understand he just looking for love. You know what I'm saying? It's just viewed like that's who he is, and he can't break that. But because he's had the structure, because he has people to answer to now, because he does see successful black men every day, now his life is trying to turn. He's committed to Georgetown, and we talking about South Oak Cliff.
Zach, you talk,
Man,
man.
that's an Ivy League.
That boy said a private.
That's big time Ivy League school.
That's
My
an
lawyer
Ivy
chick.
League degree,
Hey,
man.
no, that boy Jay-Z say my lawyer chick, my Hoya chick. You gotta understand. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know what I'm saying? Like,
Down Georgetown, man. DC.
Talk to him, Zach. You ain't doing no book.
Man, yeah,
Zach,
man.
This you, Zach.
Hey,
This state championship drink right here. This state championship drink right here.
we drinking yak to you, Zach.
for sure.
We drinking yak to
And that's
you,
my
Zach.
son running out right there. He the one right here in his jersey. That's my son running out.
Oh, man.
The night before.
That's beautiful.
You'll be there for a minute then, huh?
Yeah, I'm good right now. And it's like what you talk about, Jamar. He live in Euless right now, and they was trash. And I told his mama, yeah, he ain't got too much more time out here. It's okay.
Hey man, may I ask, how long you been at SOC, man?
So this is going into my 5th year next year. My first coaching job was at Madison in South Dallas. Then I coached at Mesquite for a year, and that was the year SOC won their first title. So I trained like a bunch of their linemen. And then the next year I've been at SOC.
On my stepfather's side, man, I had some cousins play on the line, Jaden and Jordan Rowe.
Yeah. I worked with the twins. They was actually at the game. You'll see them around here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Nah, we definitely love the twins for sure.
So you went from Madison.
How was this season as a whole? Like looking at this season, when y'all kicked it out? And don't lie to me because everybody get a beginning of the season speech. We gonna win state. How was y'all speech at the beginning of the season?
The first big thing is we want to win a game that's not Longview. So that's North Shore Duncanville. Now watching it, looking at the Katy scrimmage, we didn't know if it was Katy being Katy, that's why they were able to run the ball, or if it was, we could literally run the ball. So we had to figure that out. Now post the North Shore victory, it's like, nah, we can't F this up. Like that's the whole thing. It's like,
after the North Shore game, that add more pressure to y'all season because
I wouldn't say pressure.
What y'all schedule y'all pushing up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all pushing up. So if y'all win, it's great for y'all. If y'all lose, it really ain't no cheat. But after y'all won, it was pressure. Explain that.
We wouldn't say so much pressure, but it's the fact of you got to remember we dealing with 14 to 18-year-old kids, so it's keeping them engaged because when you beat North Shore, now it's like, luckily you have Duncanville to look to the next. Yes. So you trying to make sure that they not in there like, all right, we good enough. Like, no, you got to go. Now you defeated one giant. Now you got to go slay the other one. And we came up short in that sense. We got it to where it was a 1-score game. We had a bad snap to start the second half. That might be different, but it's life and it's how I go. And we was made to go 15-1, not 16-0, bro.
So Landon Callis Williams, right? That's our black Jesus.
Yes.
And y'all
everybody's, not just y'all's.
Yeah, look. So going to a game knowing that he's on the other side of the field, what? Because you can give it to the season over. Y'all got the ring
for sure.
what is the mentality knowing that y'all got to go play against one of the greats in Texas high school football?
It's controlling him. Like he's a great player. He's gonna do what he does, but he can't make every play that we watch on film of the 59 touchdowns that he had this year. You know what I'm saying? It's about taming it and controlling it, because the biggest thing is knowing that them 7,000 yards on that frame has taken its toll. And the one thing that he can't show or he can't see is the physical pain that he would have to run into. Now, if you was on the field, you heard he was delivering it just as much as he was getting it, pause. But it's just certain things that nobody on his schedule could have ever showed him. Just like for us, luckily we had a back that graduated that's at San Diego State now, that's probably same height, same speed, that we got to have a little look at him, so it wasn't just brand new whenever we got out there. But you understand who he is. And my thing going into the game was, I said I think he'll score on kickoff return before he scores on the defense. That's just my thought process. And ultimately, I mean, that is what happened. So I understood what we was facing.
Yeah, those
But I
runs
also know
right
who he
there,
had to go
those is
against.
usually 60-yarders, and that was a 15, 20-yarder. That's what we were
Yes.
talking about in DeSoto, all of those type games.
And that's what you got to take. You got to be okay with that, because it is touchdowns every other game he played.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I am a Jamarian Phillips fan. I'm not gonna lie.
He a maniac. He a maniac, man.
Jamal, I
Yeah.
seen you was about to ask something a couple minutes ago. What you was about to ask?
Man, he went from bad to worse. He was at Madison. He was dealing with some. He was dealing with some.
At 22, Jamar, with a red truck, and you know what side I was on.
Yeah,
so that was
and
not
Four
okay.
Deuce. I got some partners from Four
Yeah.
Deuce. I know exactly
Yeah.
what you were dealing with. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I tell to say, so look, we in district or something, and one of my kids not playing, right? So his dad, we in a small stadium, so they can hang over and really talk to you. So his dad is just yelling at me. I said, bro, I'm the only person on this side of Dallas that has this red ass truck. You can see me after the game. Like, stop talking to me. And he just looked. And he just shook his head like, okay. Because I look a certain way, you know what I'm saying? I like, so they don't view it like that, but that's why I had the kids, because I'm not acting like I'm from South Dallas. I don't act like I'm from Oak Cliff. I tell people I'm from Arlington. I'm good where I'm at. You're gonna see me, you know who I am. It is what it is.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And certain people don't understand that. So
that's like, man, I've been getting into it with these dudes from Dallas, and you hear me calling it out. I know it's over there. I know Trey 57 Dixon, Oakland. I know Four Deuce. I know, you know what I'm saying? And so
6'5", 6'4".
Hey, listen. Like I tell them, I'm like, my homeboys that I know from Dallas, soon as they see me, they start high siding. That's what they do. So when I come, I'm talking about your nasty ass chicken. I'm talking about them leather shorts. I'm talking about them shags. I'm talking about all that. That's how I'm coming, because that's how they come to me. You know what I mean? Like, they don't. And these dudes that when I see them and we leave, man, I love you, bro. Woo woo. But they gonna talk shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I just know with that Dallas, like I say, man, them kids are lovable kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of character in them kids, man. But man, y'all doing a wonderful job, man. And now, you know what I'm saying? You went from, you had revenge on your mind. I know y'all still.
You're talking now. Yeah, ain't no more get back.
Now it's just gonna be the biggest thing is seeing what's gonna be the alignment in February. So the big thing with us was they moved PNG into our region, thinking that was gonna knock us off. Yeah. So it's trying to see if they're gonna send PNG back to Region 3, or how they gonna fix it up.
I think they are, because like Randall, Iowa Colony,
both of them gone.
All of them moving up to Division 1. So I wouldn't see why not they would move them cats back to Region 3. You know, so
I think your problem out of Region 3 may be Fort Bend Crawford. That's the neighborhood that I live in.
Oh, they coming up?
Yeah, they probably going up.
I didn't know if they was coming up or not.
They probably gonna go up, man.
They not.
They young though.
It's
you know
them.
What I'm saying? I don't know what they
be Brenham. Brenham is always good, and they run the ball.
We don't
Well,
get enough fist fights in Houston, and they used to getting in fist fights in Dallas at times. I'm talking about the game. I'm not talking about real life.
You trying to go? No, you trying to go in the alley with Sock, bro.
and
Sock, they built their team to go into the alley and squabble, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You really got to be ready to go 4 quarters. We hit every play, offense, defense, special. Like, you got to be prepared for that.
You're going to go into that back room and squabble with them.
Man, I just been going hard all day. I'm not finna sit here with a dude from Dallas and just act like we sorry. We not finna do that. That's not what we
got
gonna do.
You didn't hear what I said. We got to get tougher. I don't care what you're talking about. We not tough. We got to get tougher.
All right, so check this out. Let me tell you something about Fort Bend Crawford. Okay. Alvin them next year will be the first class to graduate from Crawford. The first kids that they were juniors this year, and they lost to Kilgore in a regional final.
I was the first graduating class from my high school.
They will be so what I'm saying to you is they're gonna be a year older, a year bigger. You know what I'm saying, Paul?
But from 4A to 5A.
And that shit don't matter.
I mean, to say at each point, the last year's Melissa came up and played us. Argyle came up and played us. So it's happened in our division before.
Who did LaPorte lose to in the first round of the playoffs?
To the district champ from the team that was down there, the district champ.
You said they was gonna win because they was tougher. You wasn't worried about no district champ when you made your prediction.
What are you talking about?
Nah, that's what I'm talking about. All our picks over the Midway, the Waco school.
What was the score to say in that game, bro?
What?
Was it like 35-7? And then they running back got hurt? What are we talking about, bro? The score's like 35-7. They let the people come back, bro.
Look, what was the score? You did what you complain about people doing. You just talk about North Shore went to state with a backup quarterback, and the first thing you yell is the running back.
We talking about a one-trick pony, though. We talking about a one-trick. They was a one-trick.
I ain't trying to hear that, bro. You just did what you complained about, Jamal.
No. I'm just saying, I've been listening all day about people from Dallas just talking about how we just sorry, and you come right on here with somebody from Dallas.
I ain't say that. I can't say that, man.
God damn,
I tell Zach all the time, I think our players better. I think they players tougher. You can say what you want. The state championship shows it.
No. Every team in Dallas ain't tough like Sock. So we're not gonna act like that. That's why they kick everybody ass too.
DeSoto and Duncanville is.
And PNG is. So what are we saying? And PNG is.
Oh, I bet. Okay, PNG is. Okay, cool.
Did PNG have a third-string quarterback when they went play South?
I said PNG is cool.
They had a third-string quarterback when they went play South.
Who else tough as nails down here? Who would you say tough as nails down here?
I was happy.
Like they did. No,
I was happy.
We're not going to do that.
Hey, I'll give North Shore. I'll give you North Shore. North Shore is tough. They are tough.
We're not going to ruin our credibility. Jazz going to play football, go home, bro. We're not going to do all that. Yeah, they put belt ass. And that's just what happened.
I did not say that they did. I'm not gonna keep on going with this narrative that we just stink in Houston and we don't have a chance. I'm not going with that.
That ain't my narrative. Jamal, you ain't gotta argue that right now.
Yeah, nobody arguing that.
What we gonna say is, in our area, systemically as a program, they have better football programs up north than we do down south.
Well, yeah, that could be something just simple as indoor facilities.
We understand they have legacy programs. We
got I just talked to some people from Pearland, and all the people from Pearland said, man, that coach has changed. The one way he want to do things is over with.
Hey, another thing I'm gonna say, one thing I'm gonna say about them schools up in Dallas, when kids want to transfer, them coaches just write it off. They don't care. Down here. Hey,
we don't talk about that. We're not having them kind of conversations on here, but that goes without happening. That's what's understood. Don't got to be said. We know they gonna tell on your ass.
That's because that's what I'm saying. You're dealing with a lot of people that don't look like us. Like as much as you may have every coach.
Stop, boy. You a coach. We want you to continue coaching.
But I'm telling you the truth.
We don't have to get into kind of conversation.
The thing about it, that's the difference in the dynamics of the area.
We know.
Todd,
me and Jamar speak to that a lot.
Zach,
what we saying is you don't have to say that. We'll say it for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna say,
They
let me say,
already don't
man,
like it anyway.
yeah, we got a lot of kids.
You ain't seen a full body picture yet, Jamar. I'm
Hey,
tatted. I looked at the. Come on, man. Like they don't like the way this
Hey,
mug look.
we don't
Bruh.
Are you
judge,
not
bro.
listening to what I'm
Yeah, they
saying,
don't like
Zach?
the way this mug look.
I love y'all being there, brother. And the way that your head coach talks on Twitter,
Yeah.
he's already reckless enough. We don't need you saying nothing
Our
else,
hashtag
brother.
is Hellraisers, bro.
Yeah,
hey, hold
man.
on. I got this one, y'all. I got Coach Callis. We about to put Coach Callis in here. Come on with it, Coach Callis. What's up, Coach Callis?
What's that? Not
What's up, man?
Hey,
what's good?
My boy.
so today is a beautiful day, Coach Callis, and I want to bring you on here so we.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got this here is something we have never talked about, and we're gonna break this on Mad Hustle Sports. Can you break it for us, Coach Callis?
What you got?
Do you want me to break it? I'll break it. Hold on.
Break it.
I can't hear him.
I don't break it.
Let me break it. Let me break it.
Zach, that's Landon
Can
Daddy.
you hear me now?
Yeah.
So 3 seasons.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. Williams Callis has 756 carries for 7,543 yards, 125 touchdowns. He needs 3,835 yards as a senior to break the Keegan Ash record for 11,377 yards. Landon Callis is the Max Preps Player of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
They just got us that. Right before we started, they just named him that.
Man, where did Keegan Ash play at?
We don't need to know. He ain't Landon Callis.
West Texas.
I think it was like a 1 or 2 days.
Man, we ain't counting that shit, man. Hey, take that shit down. We whatever. We go up and get me, man. We ain't counting that shit, man. We ain't counting. Man, you put Cedric Benson them or somebody or Jonathan Gray up there, man. We ain't counting that shit, man. Stop it, man. Stop it, man.
So
Hello.
what I'm saying is, no matter who the fuck or what the fuck.
Yeah, we not counting Keegan Ash yards. I'm sorry. I no discredit to Keegan, but I'm pretty sure he went to he didn't even go to Refugio or something. It's some he went to the people that shine to beat in the playoffs or something like that. That's what we ain't doing that. That ain't even what we chasing out.
Yeah.
We
trying to chase out the Sugarland Express, man. Robert Hall.
Because if they want it, we want it. If they want it, we want it.
Man.
Nah, if they want it, we take it.
For sure.
Yeah. If they want it, we want it.
The touchdown record for Rodgers, that's for Texas, or what's that for?
That's Texas.
Houston area.
Okay.
I think JG got the Texas one.
Okay.
Jonathan Gray.
I think Jonathan Gray still got the Texas one. That's 205.
Yeah, now that's something that's creditable. That started the Alito run.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That started the Alito run.
Now I appreciate all the Sox fans. Congratulations, but I appreciate all their motivation because if y'all saw what he put on his Snapchat today, we appreciate y'all motivation.
What'd he say?
He said it won't happen again, and everybody got to pay.
Good. Take that shit to 5AD1. We ain't got to deal with him. I can root for him. I ain't got to worry about it no more. I can get my worship on every Friday when I look at his stats. Graciously.
What'd you say?
And seeing when we go on these visits.
You got notification. Zach, you got the notification on. Hey, man, goddamn, Landon went off on.
Hey, and be happy.
This what I want to say since I got both of y'all on here. So everybody was full of shit all year. And every game is we wait for the next game. Boy, y'all was looking at each other the whole time, man.
I mean, in the background, you just got to keep tabs. It ain't like
y'all was going head up. It wasn't no background. Y'all know.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
No, I talked to we went to what A&M game did he go to the last one? I actually sat next to him at the A&M game.
Yeah.
What was it? But yeah, I talked to his
uncle. We ate dinner together,
everything. Yeah, he was talking. He was talking. I said, "Damn, he needs your height."
Hey, he all right at that height. Hey, that's at
Yeah.
10'5", still 10'5".
Nah, it is. It is. It's everything there.
Hey, y'all
And
did y'all thing, man. Y'all did y'all homework. I can give it to y'all.
Nah, I appreciate you.
and
From,
so
from
this year,
You telling me they was playing a limited assignment football, Mr. Callis?
the Max Preps Player of the Year, and other players that's in that circle. D. Davis, y'all already know, North Shore, K. Kubernak, Jackson Arnold, a guy here,
Lagway.
yeah, Quentin Gibson, and now in 2025, I got Landis Willis Callis.
That's a hell of a list, but it's really a hell of a list to be on there as a junior. That list right there is the who's who right there. For real,
He
real.
went as a soldier, man. So I really appreciate that, man. How the baby boy feel after this game, Coach Callis?
Man, it never feel good to lose. But like, man, I talked to Jamar and I talked to a couple of other partners and stuff. Man, a fed dog don't hunt. So all they did was make him hungry again, which is good. I take it as a blessing in disguise, man. You know what I'm saying? We hate losing, don't get me wrong. And damn sure hated losing to them this year. They gonna talk their shit. They gonna talk their shit. But man, all they did was reinvigorate his hunger, man. And like I said, he ain't missing nothing. Everything, every little slug everybody saying, he taking it. I say, man, everybody just go out to do what they do next year.
So I'm glad you brought that slug. You ready, Jamar? Cause I'm about to go in there.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go in there. You ready? Hey, Deshae, you ready? Yep. I'm about to go in there. I'm about to go Galveston. All y'all weenie ass, grown ass man that's posting these kids after a state championship loss, down talking them on either side, do better. These kids have done more in a high school teenage career that you have done your whole life, and a lot of y'all.
Bro, it's sucker stuff, fam. Most of these kids actually talk offline. Everybody out here hating each other, and these kids kicking it offline.
Play with like who he play with down here, D-Rob and them.
Bro, for the longest, everybody thought we hated Booby feasted us, hate each other, and the Negro called me uncle.
And like this is why I get mad at, Coach. I get mad at this because I see these cats be editing each other on Twitter. On some, you know what I'm saying?
Them kids they never hate each other. Man, them kids never hate each other, bro.
You lose a championship game. Not this is Texas, bro. This not Oklahoma, Nevada. This is Texas, the mecca of Texas football. You lose a game, and I'm seeing grown folks who have never done nothing compared to what these 17, 18-year-old, 15-year-old kids done.
Most of them crying. Most of them crying and talking crazy.
Yeah. Hey, Jamal, I'm in that group. I got to remove myself out that group because they posting whole face shots of kids saying they failure.
Yeah.
I have never seen so many weenie grown folks in my life. Y'all ain't big homies. Y'all losers. Y'all weenies. When we say weenies, y'all are what we talk about, weenies.
Yeah, they trying to put the kids against each other. Now we have no problem with Sherrod Baker, man. That dog, he a dog, bro. But you ain't gotta, you ain't gotta put one down to put the other one up, though. Is what we saying.
Right. We ain't got that in HCX.
And the rivalry always been between the lines. People who never.
I ain't never got to go back and delete a post that somebody talking about a child, a grown man talking about.
You got people.
This ain't the first thing I seen it.
You got
I seen it when Sock fell short. I seen it when DeSoto fell short. When Duncan fell, we talking about people that are in the motherfucking tournament every motherfucking year.
Yep.
I don't give a damn if they win state or not. We ain't gonna let no weenies who ain't graduate making $17.75 an hour come up and
mailman beating their ass. Mailman beating their ass every week.
Yeah.
They trying to attach themselves to being a winner so bad that it's like y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all taking it too far, bro. Y'all
But
ain't.
you're supposed to celebrate all the kids, fam. Man, these kids finna go
Yeah.
on and do great things, be good. It's cool. Like we talking little shit. Don't get me wrong, just like we do on here. But it's all in
Yeah.
fun. But it
Right.
can't be
Man,
no farther than that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like Jamar, I tell you, and he probably wasn't gonna tell you if I didn't say it myself. I was until this stuff happened with them two young men. I was planning on calling Coach Claude and saying, man, I know he don't need it from me, but I just respected what he doing and how he told them young men is bigger than just football. And if that's all you got, you don't got nothing. So
Right.
He said
that
that a
along
lot.
that along with him beating us, man, I just want to holler at him and just from myself because I knew how
he
stuff was
called,
gonna
he
get
called me.
after the
He
game.
called me at the game while he was. I was talking to him while he was at the game. I called and got Todd number for him so he could call him and tell him congratulations. Like, see the thing that people don't understand about us, man. With like we talk shit. Like the Shay put me on the line with Todd and gonna tell him out loud, talking about, yeah, Todd, he love you. Like, man, don't tell nobody from Dallas no shit like that.
Yeah,
But you know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
we
I gotta talk
we
my shit. I talk my
Yeah.
shit.
yeah,
But
yeah.
you know, from a distance, like, man, when
Yeah.
Todd come down here, man, hey, 50-15 on me, homeboy, bottle of Hennessy, and we gonna go down through there.
We'll be
You,
down there for
Yeah.
coaching
man,
school.
hey,
I'm gonna let you
I
know.
got you. Tap in. Tap
But
in.
like
For
you
We'll
sure,
be
look
for
at
there.
it,
sure.
it's
You
like
know what I'm
when
saying?
you really
But no, like I went and watched Randall speak 3 times. Like at coaching school, I talked to him for like 2 hours. Before the game, I hugged Randall, like the head coach, and then after the game, he talked to me. He just smiling like, "Y'all got us on this." You know what I'm saying? So it's
He'll
like
stay
it's nothing but
champion.
respect.
He'll stay
That's
champion, and
it.
Yeah,
all
and
that he
that's
was
what
doing.
it is.
All that he was doing, that's fake. Because I used to argue with him every
He's
weekend when
31
we
and
was
one.
growing up. When we was growing up in high school, he graduated the same year with me. He from Lamar, so we used to
Yeah,
argue every weekend. So I'd be like, man, look at this fake sucker. But now, man, he a grown man, man. Like, you know what
nah,
I'm saying?
I'm
That's a
with you
good
Yeah.
for
dude,
sure.
bro. That's a good dude. Like I say, we come from that Jones and ranking on each other
Yeah,
and talking shit, man. But
Hell yeah.
man, nah, man, we ain't nobody on that, bro.
but look,
Like
I
we
look
ain't
at
on that
this.
at all, bro. Like
I argue with I
Hey,
argue with I
hey,
argue
hey,
with
hold on,
somebody
Tris.
else.
Hey, hold on,
Uh,
Tris. Yeah, I'm glad you said that, Jamal, because I'm trying to see what Shay on, because it sounds like he's trying to transfer up there and get him a ducktail.
man, that's what I'm trying to. A shag. He Dallas. He want to be
I like
Dallas.
my
So, you know
credibility.
what I'm saying?
I
You
like my
feel me?
credibility.
yeah,
The first thing
Hey,
I told him,
man,
hey,
look, I argue with a guy
Tristo,
today, and they don't
Tristo,
realize like we don't
what's the
watch
first thing I
three
told them
county
people from Dallas?
Texas football. We watch
What's
them
what's
play.
the first thing I
Like
told them people from Dallas, Tristo? I'm
what's
not
that?
from Houston. I ain't even really care for y'all. They don't claim us. That's the thing. They only claim Randall because they won. They don't claim nothing in Galveston County. And if Dickerson
Yeah,
went, they would be acting
but
like
this
they
is
really
what I
do.
realize to say. This is why I tell a lot of these cats. We was on the podcast. I'm gonna keep it funky. I'm gonna keep it 100. We was on the podcast last week. They only watched one section of football. Man,
yeah,
bro, we can go down there in San Antonio and we can tell y'all about some players. We can go in West Texas. We go over there in East Texas, Lindale, and bring y'all some football players. You see what I'm saying?
Hey,
So
hey, Zach.
we gonna
Them
walk up
boys,
in there.
them boys said that Stephenville and Kilgore game was boring. Man, the people's out there bringing that Rydell. That
the
was not.
whole game.
That was
We was in the
that
office
Rydell
watching that
thumping.
mud, bro.
Hey, them boy was thumping,
Yeah,
and see if you don't watch sports, you don't know. The week after y'all played Longview went get that medicine from Ruston.
yeah,
Stephenville went right in there and punched Ruston right in their jaw.
yes, they did.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't watch football, you don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like we're
Yeah.
watching all football. You get what I'm
But
saying? Like
that's the thing you got to understand is who you talking to and what they do and what they there for versus just like that's what we got to do. Me and Deshae when we on them spaces because it's like Deshae played in college, I played in college, y'all played in college. So it's like we look at it from a different angle where you just dealing with people that's fans or they just trolls or they look at it from a different lens so they don't understand the ins and outs of that. And yeah, you get mad because they're gonna say something that you don't agree with at all, but then you gotta realize what it's from, and it's just like, okay, now you gotta take it in. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
I'm gonna
Like
say this.
Will,
Yeah.
that was the
You
that's
first
can't
time
wisdom
J
nobody
right
Mac
there.
had
these
ever
guys.
That's
spoke
wisdom.
highly of us in 3 years, but it was solely because you was from y'all from Houston and all of that. So now he want to stick up for sock,
Look, hold
but he
on.
ain't stuck up for sock in 3 years.
Look,
Okay.
I had a
Okay.
motherfucker from Houston try to tell me Landon Cali was shut down. Today.
No,
Today. I say, bro, I say, he talking about the CE King game, the CE King game. I say, I was happy they just made it. They did enough for me. They made it with 12 starting sophomores.
That's their first time
15.
ever.
He bring
15
up Landon
sophomores
Callis.
started in the game.
But look,
15
hold on.
sophomores started in the game.
He bring up Landon Callis. I say, well, Landon Callis sophomore year, he won state championship, so we can't bring him up this year. Because he ain't know what that looked like. He ain't know what a state championship game was. He ain't did nothing. He just got through playing junior high ball. He played freshman, then he came up on sophomore, and he won a state championship. And he's the MVP. Tell me if I'm lying. This shit look different, y'all.
Yeah.
This shit look different, y'all. I'm gonna give him. I'm
gonna tell us that we don't even know what percentage we would really say he healthy. But when he getting around them corners and he making them cuts, he looks like the only person that's doing that.
But look, I'll tell you this though.
He the only person doing that.
I'll take 1-1. He come back.
Yeah.
Man, I got something
It's
deeper
people
than
that's
that.
never been there.
Time out. Back up. Time out. Because me and Cornelius got into it about this. You heard what you just said? Because you real. You real. He said we knew he wasn't 100%. And I did too. But you know what the first thing Cornelius said to me? He healthy. You know why? We ain't making no excuses. That's a daddy. That's a daddy. Like, we ain't making no excuses. You get what I'm saying?
When you seen him turn that corner and they got that holding penalty last year, and we was all like, thank God they called that holding. That person wasn't there.
Yeah.
That person not there. But he's still Black Jesus, so he gonna be who he is.
Like when I seen him break off.
Come on, man. I'm not. Come on.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's our thing, man. We want to talk real football,
yeah,
bro.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
We want to talk real football, man.
Hey, we look at the film. We knew Sock was real from the first game of the season. We knew that, and we were down here. From
the beginning of the season, we said this was what was going to happen in Texas high school football this year. It was going to be about two things: running game and Rodell. Yeah. So we had y'all instantly at the top because we knew Rodell, and goddamn running game. We say, well, one thing we know about the people from Marsalis, man, them people coming with that Rodell. We knew Randall, I'm talking about the coach. We knew Coach Randall. He from Lamarck. He played in the 90s on them teams that specialized in Rodell and running game. So we knew what they was bringing to the game. See, I played quarterback, bro. I listen to all these people talking about quarterback this, quarterback that. Man, you ain't getting no state championship game and sit back there in no pocket and pick nobody apart. And them people going to put that hat on your ass. You going to get that Rodell put on your ass. So you're going to have to find a way to make some plays with your legs, and you're going to have to be able to run that ball and impose your will on somebody, and you're going to have to strike every time it's time to strike. That's what North Shore showed up to do. Rodell and running game.
I ain't gonna lie, Zach. I was impressed on that O-line got on Barnes and KJ Ford, bro. They was popping KJ Ford and Barnes, bro.
But that's growth. You got to think. They were the first starters. Like that was their first time starting when they played us. So that's 15 games of growth and getting better. Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna make them pass pro 5-man with his 2 SEC defensive ends. That's stupid on any offensive coordinator in the country to do that shit.
He talking that football shit now. Hey, now they gonna get out the room now. You finna make a run out the room. They don't want to talk that football shit.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you, Jamar. I don't have no problem with it because I say I got the best tackle duo in the country, and I still gave up 3-4 sacks. So somebody that don't got a All-American right tackle, left tackle, if you doing that, you are insane. And Ty had to tell me, he like, Zach, y'all tell receiver, like, y'all gotta, like, for instance, they say we don't have a superstar receiver, so we question on if they can win a one-on-one, whether it be a slant, a fade, you know what I'm saying? But you don't question that when it's an offensive lineman having to go against KJ Ford and Landon Barnes. Can they do that one-on-one all the time? No, you just think that's supposed to happen. That's stupid football.
Man, look,
you gotta help them. It gotta be max protection. It gotta be chips. It gotta be all of that.
Everybody all over the state yelling Rodell.
Yeah.
When I watched the first drive, C. King versus DeSoto, the first drive, I seen Rodell. Mm-hmm. All I see was the back of their helmets. Rodell. What they put on the back of their helmet? Rodell. If I can see the back of your helmet, I mean the front of somebody else's helmet, it hurt. Yeah, that means somebody else's helmet fucked up. Yeah.
Now that right there, man, like we understood, like you say, you going into a game, you playing against them, man, and the one thing, you know, everybody think the hardest position in the world to play is quarterback, and I tell them, man, that's 90% mental. The hardest position in the world is offensive lineman, and not just that, well, defensive back and then the offensive lineman, but offensive lineman for sure, because boy, you make that one mistake. And boy, your ass on Front Street.
Everybody in the stadium knows what's happening.
Why he ain't blocking? Hey, you done pancake this man 9 times in a row.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Sack, that shit over.
And you give up a sack, and boy, you the sorriest sack of shit in the world. So we understand, you know what I'm saying? We understand how offensive line play go, but to have a 5A line, to have a 5A offensive line to go against the likes of Longview, to go against the like, and like I say, man, I think for my money, pound for pound, I think y'all was the best unit as an offensive line and a defensive line.
Yeah, I think we're choosing, Zach. That's why
I totally agree with that.
What's up, Tristan?
I'm talking about as a unit, the offensive line and the defensive line. And what I'm saying is with them, what I seen from them, because I'm saying the top 5 lines that I seen, I watched Alito offensive line, they was ridiculous, right? We watched Laporte offensive line, they was ridiculous. Pearland offensive line, they was ridiculous. It was somebody else in the Metroplex.
Salida.
Not Salina. Was it Salina? No, it was somebody else. It was y'all, but them people, I was like, damn. But y'all offensive line was the nasty offensive line. Like y'all had the nastiness of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you gotta factor in, we trying to catch up for 6 years
P&G, that's what it was.
Of linemen wanting to be running backs and DBs and Mike backers. So now, like, my best lineman swear he the best pass rush specialist on third down in the country.
Yeah, I already
you know what I'm saying? So we doing 10 years of work in 4 years. So just imagine when, I
get it. I was a quarterback my whole life, and all I wanted to do was return punts. And my coach used to think that was the craziest shit in the world, but it's just what I wanted to do.
When they say hood in an offensive line, all you see is the bottom of their back. Pause. They blocking.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Jamar, last year when Randall won it last year, I talked to Coach Randall. I said, man, how did Sock look? How did Sock look? He said, first thing he said, Tristan and Jamar, he said they were big. He said the O-line is big.
Now they was, the thing with them was, like I say, you watch the units. Oh, Ridge Point offensive line. That
was the one, because they got a couple dudes that's A&M committing all of that.
But this was the thing though. If I went and watched them in person, the nastiness. You get what I'm saying? Like, as a quarterback, if I got nasty, I want to see the crack of your ass, right? Yeah. I want to see, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to see you spatted up and the gloves, and you got to.
We do that too, though. We do that too. We do both.
Yeah, but y'all still be looking nasty though. They be looking nasty. They don't. It don't be looking attractive. I'm just saying, it look nasty. I like it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see you out there spatted up. You got your towel hanging. You know what I'm saying? You going out there all whoop-de-doo, you going out there, and I want to see you out there, and every play is a little pushing or something going on out there. That's what I want to see. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no punk in that. Ain't no punk in that.
This North Shore Duncanville game. Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched it. It was just a defensive slugfest. That's the thing. In those games, Duncanville had problems because their quarterback issues had went how it went. You can't go Wildcat versus 6-1 front. Like, that's just not conducive to being successful. Now, like us, the one thing that I do give them, because people are killing Duncanville's OC, is the fact that they held that pass for as long as they could, and they scored when they needed to with the Wildcat pass. Now, you know what I'm saying? Did they call a correct play? It was a wide open person on the drag. At the end of the game, if he catch it, it's a first down. Nobody complaining about it. It went how it went. That's how life goes sometimes. But
hey, Jamal, you know, we've been talking about that quarterback situation at Duncanville, right? I got some inside information. I ain't gonna put it online.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna put it online.
But this is the thing about them. They're all first year starters too, Deshae. So those are young kids that's coming back that got like they gained valuable experience in that. It's just about what the coaching carousel gonna do in Dallas.
It's great when you can go to state and you get experience on the way to state.
Like the people that don't like football, they would say this game was boring. Because
I see this is the difference with us. I like to see people run around knocking the shit out of people all the time. That's what I think football is. That I love this game. This game, to me, the Stephenville and Kilgore game was the best game because that was just nonstop. I'm gonna just try to knock the shit out of you every play, right? And then this game was the next game where people just try to knock the shit out of people. Y'all was knocking the shit out of people too. Sock was bringing that hat too. And I ain't gonna take that from them either. They were bringing that right there too.
Jamar, but that with the Sock game, they scored points off there.
Jamar, Coach Fran in college, he felt like we wasn't being tough enough. He had a meeting. That man said, "Football is the only sport you could whoop a man's ass and not go to jail." Everybody looked at each other like he ain't wrong. Like you could literally kick somebody's ass and get out all the pressure. You act like you just the hardest, the toughest. You could do this every day if you just that tough at the end of the day. So go show it. That's all we want to see. We want to see that one coach.
That one coach had the viral clip. It said, man, we listen to all that NBA young boy, and then we run out there and we don't see none of that what they were talking about in that locker room, man. You know what I'm saying?
I can't relate to him.
So look, relate to him. If this
playing all that young
if this was in this game, every time they scorched Duncanville. Like the state championship, and people ain't gonna feel me. The state championship came out of the game between Dickinson and North Shore.
I agree. Dickinson looked the best versus North Shore in the playoffs. I'll say that.
No, but the thing about that is, though, man, you got to be able, like, when you start talking about state championship level football, man, you got to go take it, man.
You do.
Talent ain't gonna be enough, man. You got to go take it, and the ability to go take it, like, we heard them. I tried to tell them. They were talking about Frisco, huh?
Listen, Tristan, listen to him. Look.
So they said Frisco Lone Star, right? So I was like, I was hating, so I was going Frisco Lone Star because I felt like they cheated Port Arthur. But I said, hey, those people are well coached, and they gonna be bringing that Rydell. You understand what I'm saying? So they like, oh man, that game was boring and this and that, and it was a sleeper, it was a clunker. Man, them people was out there hitting, and they put that shit inside a box. You understand what I'm saying? They took all that shit that they was doing, they put that shit inside a box. All that old sideline to sideline, then just throw the home run ball. Everybody stand at home looking at you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody stand at home looking at you. They keeping the quarterback inside the pocket. When he scrambled, they stringing him out to the sideline. 2-yard loss.
Mr. Callis.
Defense.
Yeah.
Man, I asked some of them dudes from Randall, and that's why I be meaning by I just don't look at some of the Houston teams, the Houston area tough. Randall said Texas City was one of the top 2 to 3 like tough physical teams they felt like they played this season. And people wouldn't even think that's a good team. You know what I'm saying? Texas City went like 5-5 or something like that, if that.
That ain't got nothing to do. That ain't got nothing to do with the Rydell. The Rydell don't tell you what the score is. Rydell is Rydell. It's play to play. That Rydell is play to play.
Well, look who the DC is over there.
Man, look here, man. Hey, Rydell is Rydell. You can't. That's box score junkies that say stuff like that, bro. I don't look at the box score to see nobody. You got to watch the game.
When you're watching the game and the right tackle having problems with that end over there. He in that seven giving him hell the whole game. You like, damn, they can't get the ball outside. Hell nah, the ball ain't going outside. He got the man hell with one. He ain't even wrong shouldering him. He just holding his ass and
man.
Your boy Zach.
Hey man, come on, man. We watch football though, Zach. We watch football.
I did. I called to say like,
look, he say, how is Texas City 5 and 5 or 4, whatever they record. He said high.
Yeah, he had just
Man, look
transferred.
here.
Yeah. That big kid had just transferred
Because
over
I'm
there.
watching the game
Number
like
88.
they in here banging
Yeah,
it out
he
with
had just
them. Like, what
transferred over there.
the hell?
Is
Yeah,
that the
Man, hey,
is that the Hearst kid?
yeah, John.
that number 88 is real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
John.
Nah, he
But
I think
real.
he going to Montana State or something like that.
John was a
Wherever he
senior.
going, somebody's finna have some problems.
John was a senior.
Yeah.
Yeah, John Senior.
Damn.
He handled business. He handled business.
Yeah, no, that was one of the 4 games we actually broke down and was looking, and we was just like, that's why I called the shade, like, you know, what is this? Like, tell me about him. But when he described the kids, you can see, like, it ain't nobody that's going to be in awe of Black Jesus.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? Or Randall
Zach,
being 30-0. They don't care.
Zach, he was 8 years old. We in the game. He played for Hitchcock Red Raiders.
Yeah.
We in the game. He 8 years old. We playing the Redstone Ravens. So the Redstone Ravens is where Ryan Conley, his son Braylon went to USC. All of them attached see the kids. This where they from. All right.
Yeah.
So we in the game and man, we was beating them, right? And he was going off. We had a kid named Colt 45. Man, they going off. And they started coming back. And the Redstone Ravens had they was the team, right? So they did an onside kick, and one of the 12 play kids was up in the front. I'll never forget this. And they kicked the onside kick, and the kid moved out the way and let the Redstone Ravens get the ball. I'm sitting there watching the game. Man, Hurst walked up to this kid with an open hand and slapped the shit out of him. You know what I'm saying? I was like, whoa. I'm talking
My
about
type of coach.
8 years old. You hear me? This 8 years old, eight years old, walked up to him. Bow. I was like, God damn. They lost the game. He was mad. I say that he was a dog. He was a dog since he was a little boy.
I liked it.
I was like, damn, boy, hey, man, it's some stuff. So me and Callis had a discussion today about Little League football, right?
Yeah.
So it's people saying that Little League don't matter, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
where have we come to?
Somebody told me this. If you cry in Little League, you know what I'm saying? You will remain and keep that trait as you get older. You know what I'm saying? You don't grow out of being a pussy, right?
Yeah.
If you're a pussy when you little, you're gonna grow up. You could become a prima donna and you can hide it, but that's still gonna be deep inside of you. You understand what I'm saying?
I'll say this, Jamar. It's a different if you crying because you hurt and you crying because you mad. Because I know some people gonna overdo what you saying. So yeah,
I'm not talking about my son cry and he ain't gonna give up. I'm talking about the ones that cry and lay down.
Yeah,
like mine.
You just got to preface.
Yeah. Nah. Mine gonna do some crying, but it ain't gonna be the crying like you talking about. It's gonna be that crying that he really ready to punch your ass. But that's not. I'm talking about them cries that cry and lay down. You get what I'm saying? Like we got Corey on here. He's a referee. Cornelius is a Little League coach. Them same kids that Cornelius seen when they was 7 and they was cold, they cold when they get older. Payne could tell you the ones. That's how we have the inside track. Like when we pick these games and people be like, damn, like man, because we talk to these kind of people, they like, man, he always kind of folded up a little bit more. And this, we have them kind of conversations. I hate to say it, but you kind of be like, man, he might fold a little bit.
Them traits definitely carry on to like who you are. Yeah. That's like being, they say coaches be winners all the time. Like I give homework hell because he called DeBoer. He don't feel like DeBoer a winner. And I say DeBoer done won all the way from D3 football to Alabama.
Man,
so
bro, if he was the coach at UT, he would be the best coach in the world when you're dealing with homework. You know how that go, bro. Show is everything gonna be UT, bro. You gonna overdo that.
But no, that's for sure. And we asked that because we have a youth culture around here, and we see Ty feel if you play for a certain type of team or if you play for an unknown team, you might have a steeper hill to climb to be able to get on the field one day. You know what I'm saying? But if you play for SED or you play for
DEA or
yeah,
Havoc, yeah, you
yeah.
gonna have some dog in you.
Or
That's why,
old DFW elite, like they talk about it
yes.
because we played Willis in the state 7-on-7 tournament, and Gip, who was number one for us, he signed to Clemson. He was like, "Man, I've been going against Bishop my whole life, like every time."
In my plate.
Yeah,
And that and like Bishop, right? Like Dylan, Superman, like
mm-hmm.
Callis. Like we've seen this stuff from these people since they was kids, right?
Yeah.
Booby, we've seen this stuff from these people. These people ain't getting on these stages and jumping up and snatching their helmet off and dancing just all of a sudden. These people been doing this since it's in their DNA.
Nah,
You know what I'm
facts.
saying? It's in their DNA. Like they was ready for the moment. And you take like C King gets out there against DeSoto and get overwhelmed in the first quarter of the game because the moment for some of them kids was a little too big. Now Dylan, when he touched the ball, he was ready to do what he do
yes, but
because he been
been
in
there.
the games. You know what I'm
But
saying?
that goes into the conversation that we kind of skated through that I thought you was gonna stay for about throwing away the kids. Is sometimes whenever you do throw them away and you don't build them up, you kind of only build that for kids that have never seen the adversity. So yes, y'all call C.E. King Mike Tyson, but shit, what happened when Mike Tyson got knocked down? And the whole world was like, damn, my superhero got punched in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like that's literally just what happened in the game.
And you know what? I really believe in that game. Like the Shay say, so not you were educated now, so you don't shoot dice. But maybe back in your college days, when you got that last 50 of that Pell Grant money,
Yeah,
and you in
I
there
need a little bit more.
and and you hit on the dice, and now
Yeah.
you look and you up 600. Man, they were playing with house money. When you
Nah, for
15
sure.
sophomore,
Every
you playing
time.
15 sophomore, and my biggest thing for them was, man, they didn't lay down. They fought back. You know what I'm saying? Even after they got overwhelmed, they grabbed, grab a leg. I don't want you. You ain't got to beat them up. Just fight back. And they fought back.
Yeah, scratch them, something. Shit.
Do something, man. Let me know you're there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
It is. And
Not for sure, because like when he returned the kick, I got a text like they coming back. So then you think it is, and then like you say, once the pick happened, it's like okay, it is what it is.
The young team, they showed you a young team. I wouldn't want to play them in 2020.
That's part of football. Yeah, luckily, like I say, they got to come back and answer to that shit too. They got to answer for it. Now the thing about it is, they're gonna be told they're the best. They're gonna be told they got a bunch returning. Don't, like you say, don't end up like South Lake, where you got 19 returning starters, and everybody tell you you're supposed to be the state champion, and you ain't doing
it.
Facts.
I ain't buying that Kool-Aid.
I'm gonna say
I ain't buying that Kool-Aid they were selling.
because that's two things. It's a difference. Like expectation, that's something that you like. Yeah, you done set a standard for yourself.
Games you're supposed to win.
Yeah,
winning the games that see like that's the thing about y'all. And y'all kept y'all eyes on the prize because we was all waiting on the rematch. But you gotta win the games. You gotta win. You go up there and boy, we was. I want to tell you this here too, just from the bottom of my heart. We were so proud of y'all against Melissa. Boy, we were so proud of y'all against Melissa. Boy, did you hear me? Boy, when I say we were so proud. Coming from down south, boy, we were so proud of y'all. What y'all did.
Hey, I watched y'all Melissa game 3 times.
Yeah, we were.
I kind of got tired of some of the parents calling them thugs, hoolum, and all that. I got tired of that, man.
We don't even proud. One of the parents got
let
fired.
me tell you,
I was
Jamar,
so proud.
we don't even be tripping off that because look, I'm playing with linemen 7, 8, and 9 in that game starting. That just tell you, like, Todd came to me Wednesday because both of my right tackles is hurt. And typically we play with 3 tackles. So both of my right tackles hurt. He like, Zach, I feel like we can win with him. Let him sit. So I looked.
Oh, no, he didn't pause on us on that.
Once we had the success, it is what it is. But, like, nah. So that just tell you how this is built. Like, it ain't superstar made. It's not none of that. Like, it's whoever is in. whoever your turn is, if you out there on the field and we think it matter, shit, I done put you through the same thing I done put my 5-star through. So you got to go produce.
Yeah, what made everything go left in that game? Because I missed it.
So it starts in pregame. It's a video. We played the Mike Backer, number 40. He was at Marshall. Now he was at Melissa his senior year.
Yeah.
Whatever. So I'm standing right there making sure our kids don't go by. And he walks up to me and I just smile like, you don't even know what's about to happen. And luckily somebody recorded the video. 72 walks in front of me and points his hand over and start talking crazy. So once that happened, I lose it. I go off. Several of us coaches went off like it's on. But mind you, this is the problem. They waited the entire pregame until we was done to bring their team out here. So we like, y'all waited the whole time and now y'all want to come out here and play tough? Like,
Yeah.
So once that happened, we knew what type of game it was gonna be. You know what I'm saying?
Man, we you know, I'm from Port Neches is right next door.
Yeah.
But I was happy to see that belt to ass, you know, but the Melissa one, some kind of way I went off into that rabbit hole and I started reading some comments and it was just like, you know, that it turned it into something. I don't even know. I was at work and I just so happened I be in all kind of just.
That's how it goes. You just find a little dark hole and it's just there.
I went, some told me to click on this and I went in there and I seen what they were saying
but we had knew it on film. They was stepping on players. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it was
and
number
we don't
6.
even complain. Like, come on now. Like, I'm gonna get a holding penalty. We gonna push you after the whistle. So we ain't tripping off that. Like, it is what it is. But don't stomp on my kid. Don't grab him and turn his head. You know they in the piles grabbing nuts. Like, come on. Like it was one of them.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I seen I'm throwing your ass out. I ain't giving you no warning.
Nah, man. I was that game, man. I feel like the me and Tristan was critical of the Richmond round the OC because he wasn't moving the ball around. He was too landing dependent. So they may have been trying to protect some things on the offensive line. You know, sometimes you can call a game trying to protect some stuff. So they got into the playoffs and they started moving the ball around. Because my whole thing was I just didn't understand why the tight end wasn't touching the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like that kid was too good.
Yes, the ball. I'm still on here.
And so I said, okay. So
he catch it, but he drop it at times, bro. So coach is not about to just
he blocked so good. I gotta reward you for what you're doing. You so big and so talented, man. I'm talking about in games that we up to say. I gotta get your confidence going because when I get down the road and I play sock, I gotta be able to depend on you.
That's
you know what I'm saying. Like that was my thing.
I think this where what you trying to say, where it might understand the people out here, because this is what a lot of parents say of kids who are either backups or just not the focal point. I feel like, and I'm pro coaches most of the time. This is where I feel like I'm on the parent side. When I grew up against teams that you knew was you supposed to beat or whatever, the starters was able to get their stats and sit down, and you was able to groom the younger players or the backups, and they was able to get ample enough time throughout the season where they still feel a part of the team, if that makes sense. I'm talking about successful teams that's going 10-2, 11-1, all that type of stuff. Not even that, because some of these teams you're not going to win it, so you should be playing some of your depth pieces. That's why you're not good.
But I'm not. That ain't what I was talking to. To say,
no, I'm about to ask why they don't use their depth pieces. Though that's why I was about to ask you why they don't use their depth.
That's what me and Tristan was saying. Tristan broke it down, and it's like, man, I wanted them to release Landon out into the backfield sometimes. Instead of chipping, release him sometimes. Give me a swing pass to him. Let's get him out on the edges. And like I said, even in creating space for your tight end, give me a bootleg and drop it off to him into the flat on a waggle or something. Like, I wanted to see them use that kid more than just a H-back, because he's an H-back kid, right? He got great size. You know what I'm saying? He can move and he blocked his ass off. And, you know, to me, I'm like a kid that block. I want to reward them and get them the ball. Not just that, to where I have other things where we got to prepare for something else other than landing. Like that was my thing. Like I just felt like
is that on the
My
coaches or the
answer for
players?
that though is
Yeah. Go ahead, Zach.
you got to think. Last year, how would you describe his game?
we didn't see all that. We didn't see all that.
No, I'm talking about the quarterback. He threw 2 picks last year.
Yeah. And
So he threw 2 picks
the
last
first
year.
drive.
This is the coordinator's first year. Now this just me being honest, and I'm gonna say this and keep going. You can't be caught up in the moment of being where you are. Like you can appreciate it, but you can't get caught up in it. So when he took a picture at the middle of the field before the pregame, I'm like, yeah, okay. Yeah, like,
Ooh.
but keep going. But I'm saying this, and so I say that.
Hell no.
So I say that.
Hell no. Back up. Back your ass up, Zach. Back up.
He right. He right.
Yeah, hell yeah, he right.
He right.
He knew right then.
Yeah.
He knew right then.
Because do you know who he going against? He going against the best DC in the fucking country.
Oh, they ain't gonna like that one.
Like Ward, that dude, man.
No, they run around bringing that Rodell. But see, this
scheme
the thing.
Wise, Zach talking about X's and O's scheme wise. He ain't talking about.
I know, but listen what I'm saying. That's why I be saying you got to go to the games. See, that's the type of stuff I be looking for.
Yeah.
See, when I see that type of shit, and when I came back and I start saying about the juice and stuff like that, they didn't understand what we was talking about. But that kind of shit, a quarterback running out of bounds, we look for that.
Yeah.
We see a little pussy.
If you watch, same thing you're saying. Our quarterback had pulled the ball. Maybe you can count on both hands how many times he's ran the ball. What did he do whenever he ran the ball in the state game? Drop that shoulder and bring your little ass over here and come on.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's stuff like that you got to pay attention to. And it's his first. Yeah,
I gotta believe this here though, Zach. I gotta believe this here. In a locker room like South Oak Cliff, and you run that ball and you don't drop that shoulder, somebody might want to look at you at halftime. Somebody gonna be like, "Hey,
but
bro,
this is the thing that Todd would tell you. If whatever you picture a South Oak Cliff football player, that's who our quarterback is.
Yeah,
he just so happened to be able to throw the ball, but he is a South Oak Cliff football player.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So we deal with what we deal with, but
yeah. No, that's me. I play
quarterback.
I hook with the DBs.
Yeah. His best friend is a DB.
I understand it.
I
stayed in trouble in college. That's why I stayed in trouble in college. I 100% understand.
But hey, Zach, that Cody Smith set the tone for y'all, man.
He did. And that's the thing is, he had played for so long. He got player of the week the first week of the season. But that's the thing. If I'm taking care of my granny, if my parents die when I'm 13, I don't give a you running this drag across the middle and it's just me and you, I'ma flip you. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Jamar, he set the tone, bro.
Jamar,
he a grown man.
He's still a child when he get to put his helmet on. He grown.
He grown.
But for them 3 hours at the football field, he get to be a child and he run around like he just got his hair on fire, bro.
Hey, boy, look. That boy say he took a picture in the middle of the field.
You can't be happy about this.
Zach, so when I be watching the games, I watch the pregame and everything. And I look, you know what I'm saying? I look for the ones looking up in the stands. You know what I'm saying?
Like anybody that's if you seen us play in pregame, if you watch us, we get on a knee at the 45 and just stare. So we know one or two things. If you go extra talkative in pregame, we know you don't be doing that. Or if you warm up at the end zone, we know you don't want it. We know you don't like that.
Yeah.
So they was definitely talking in pregame.
Oh,
they were talking in pregame, boy.
And that's what I be saying all the time, just to the people we be talking to on the Twitter space. Like they always talk about players folding. I be like, bro, the moment get too big for coaches too. Where you just think we
shriveled up in both of the last 2 minutes of the game. In the 2 games we done lost. We did.
But see, this the thing what you just said a minute ago when you said, yeah, Dickinson, when you line up, you got the talent to go play against North Shore, but you got to go beat them. You got to go beat them.
Mhm.
When they come out there in them tacky ass black
Yes.
warm up jerseys, and they come out there and they saying that east side and somebody
And
do
they
a
turn them
backflip.
flips,
Yeah,
and
and
they
they do
they
that flip.
above every lineman. You can't
And-
get in all that shit.
Yeah,
You gotta be like,
and I watched them in a look, Zach, at the game. I watched Dickinson in the pregame looking over there. I say, oh shit. So I wanted to see what was gonna happen in the first couple of minutes of the game. You gotta go beat them. So when you go play South Oak Cliff like that, what you saying, you gotta go beat them. You gotta go play against that, and you know, like that's like when you go play against Carthage, right? You go play against Carthage, and so you could have them down by 17. You could be up by 10. You could be whatever you want to do. Guess what, homie? They coming. They're coming. It's gonna at some point in time in this game, it's gonna be a football game, right?
Yeah.
So South Oak Cliff has established that at some point in time in this, there's gonna be a football game that's gonna break out. The thing that's made North Shore, so special for these years that I've watched them. I've said this a time and time again. They turn every game into a fight. It gets ugly. Like, so whatever you want to do and you want to drop back and throw the ball and this and that, you're not doing none of that shit when you play North Shore. This is going to be a slugfest, ugly football.
and watching it in the last 5 years, the only teams that's beating them is Katy, Spring Westfield, Westlake, and South Oak Cliff.
Lake Travis.
Yeah, that's it. Like,
Wow.
Teams
You got
that
a point.
going get in the paint.
People
with
that's
you.
not going to get scared. People,
No.
all them people have something in common. They're not going to get scared.
Because, bro, when you see 6 people on a line of scrimmage,
Oh,
what
you got to
the
put.
fuck are you gonna call?
You got to put Summer Creek in there too.
And Zach.
Yeah, because you asked Summer Creek after they beat
Well,
us too.
that
So
Summer
yeah.
Creek just got tired of getting that belt put to their ass. That was just a,
and then
I'm tired of you.
3 high looks.
Yeah.
I'm tired of you putting belts to my ass.
Or you
we tired
press
of that.
man with fucking Devin Sanchez at corner. Like, come on, man.
And you know what? Go ahead, Jamar. My bad. Go ahead.
And the thing about them is like they corners tackle.
Yeah,
they corners tackle. Like you like the smallest thing in the world.
Getting that state title, man.
The thing I want to say,
Yeah.
the thing I want to say, and I meant
messing
to
with
make
Tony
sure
Guillory
there's
the
an
whole
emphasis
game
on
today.
this. It should be an emphasis
said
on
what?
this.
I was on Tony Guillory ass the whole game.
Cornerback play in the state of Texas that I have seen this year has been horrendous. When I'm talking about, you see these people backpedaling, they look sweet and they drop and all this here. When that quarterback releases that ball, everybody panic. It's straight panic. It's straight panic. It's pass interference. It's grabbing. It's holding.
Yeah.
It's when you play North Shore, they're gonna play cornerback. You're gonna have to catch the ball.
They
and
breaking and getting to that ball.
And they're gonna bring that thunder. It's gonna be some wild air.
I gotta answer Coach Tristo. All the DBs that used to go pick the ball either play offense or play basketball, and all these people just pushing these kids to run in a straight line really, really fast. So that's why they can't catch or can't move.
If you can't get a rebound, you can't get a jump ball.
Yeah, you're not used to jumping for a rebound and grabbing the ball, so you can't
don't
go
want
out
to play
there.
baseball. You don't want to
running
play
fast and
football.
line.
You want to play football all year round.
Coach Zach told you, and he what I've been saying for the past 4 weeks. Hold your composure, guys. That hold your composure, guys, shit is not gonna work. You understand what I'm telling you? This man is telling you, like, them people from North Crowley came out there and was talking that shit. And them people from Allen clapped their hands and said, y'all ain't gonna do shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you better meet that energy with that kind of energy. You got to meet that energy with that kind of energy. Y'all ain't going to do shit. That's what the kids from Allen was telling them kids from North Crowley. And them look like some real live guys. I was like, oh, shit, it's going to get real live out there. But they was not trying to hear that shit. You understand what I'm saying?
I seen the way Oak Cliff was bringing Rydell in week 1. I said, yeah, it's going to be a long season for everybody.
I did too.
Like, it just...
I
seen it at the state 707. They never been and made it to the championship. They not even good at 707. and their quarterback wasn't there. That's how
Hey,
the
that could
dude
be
that's the
good.
quarterback wasn't the
I'm
starter.
gonna tell you
Man,
this.
man, what happened to the Whitaker kid?
We was gonna have a competition. They didn't feel like that was what they wanted to do. So
Gotcha.
So he ain't an Oak Cliff kid then anyway.
He's from
next
Lancaster.
question.
He's from
Next
Lancaster.
question, bro.
Nah, he's from Lancaster. It's cool. But all I'm saying is I watched the first 3 games of South Oak Cliff and I looked in them trenches. And I say, yeah, it's gonna be a hard run for
In
everybody.
5AD2.
Yeah, I
In
said,
5AD2.
look, in that 5AD2, guess what you need to make it up out of there? Trenches, Rodell.
And that's the thing is because we make it look a certain type of way, people don't think that that's what it's in full of. Like y'all talk about our offensive line, but that Randall offensive line was massive. We played PNG. Melissa offensive line was massive. Melissa D line was full of bigger African kids at 6'4", 6'5". You know what I'm saying? Like we just so happen to make it look a certain type of
The
way.
thing is though, if the top dog, they got Rodell in the front.
Yeah.
Everybody else, if you try to take the top dog down,
That's
just like
the only thing you can have.
If the top dog got wide receivers, then I gotta go get DB.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When it's in the trenches, though, man, bro, it's different. When it's in the trenches, it's different. The ball game.
Yeah, Zach, I want to ask you how you feel about people saying you just got the most talented and best and toughest people, and that's why they cold and y'all able to win.
They say that?
That's why I start with the right tackle, who is 5'10", 230. He begging to play college football, but I'm gonna have to pull a rabbit out my ass to figure out who's gonna take him. He started versus North Shore. He started versus Duncanville at center and tackle. That's a kid that nobody in the fucking state of Texas will pick to start in a state championship game, and he did it. Mind you, he tore both his shoulder labrums, so he in there with double slings. But it's just, and I call him. I was telling Todd. I told our other offensive line coach. I be like, that's my difficult one, but I just take him for what he is because I know when he in the game, he gonna do what he got to. Bryson Ramsey Brooks was 400 pounds last year. He weighed at 337. So
little Bubba.
yeah, nobody's
Is
picking him to go here where they want to go.
that's the one.
That's
That's
what
one
I
of the.
say. Y'all don't look cute in y'all
Like,
uniforms.
Is
Y'all
that one of
don't
the
look cute
examples
at
you
all.
saying throwing
Hell
to
no,
the
they don't.
waistline and getting rid of? That's one of the kids you talking
Yeah,
about.
like somebody that really want to be out there that I done changed his life and took him there and all of that. Nobody's gonna pick him out of it. The other one that'll start is probably your typical high school lineman. He 5'11", 300 pounds, super strong, super athletic. Like that's somebody that I gotta get on the FCS campus by whatever I gotta do. Now the other two, everybody in the world gonna pick him. One of them 6'7", 250, longest arms that's ever been measured at Texas. You gonna take him. And he didn't look like that when he got to South Oak Cliff. So welcome. The other one is the greatest kid that I've ever coached, trained, talked to. He the best. And you talking to somebody that got a 3rd round pick in the NFL that just played in Houston on fucking Sunday. You talking to somebody that trained DJ Campbell. You talking to somebody that trained 100 kids in the NCAA, and none of them better than who I'm talking about. Not one. He more athletic. He can play left tackle. He played right guard for us. That's what I was gonna ask Callis. Because if you watch Randall majority of the season, everybody's talking about 40. Everybody was talking about 40. So the two things we did was run a formation that we never run, which is 2-back. They've only seen that versus Iowa Colony. Iowa Colony popped 7 runs on them in the 2-back formation. They never seen us run that. We practiced that all year and never ran it. And the other thing was he went to guard. And every series he was at guard, it was a touchdown. And we going to Orlando in about 11 days because he an Under Armour All-American as a junior. And he the greatest lineman in the world.
But let me get into the bullshit. Now, I'm gonna pull the shot real quick. So let's get into the bullshit. I'm drinking Remy. Is Coach Tard the really motherfucker coaching high school football in the state of Texas, or is he just playing?
You said, see the greatest?
The realest.
Yeah, no question.
Yeah.
I don't work for people
It ain't even
who,
close.
if you look at my, like, you know, Deshae will tell you, like, it's a real brand that I have. So it's people that I don't work for where they feel like I maybe promote myself too much, or I do too much, or my name is too big.
Hold on. Time out, Zach. Anybody say you promote yourself too much, quit talking to them.
Exactly. But I'm telling you, we are in a good boy sport of tucking your pants in, wearing khakis, wear the collar shirt that the coach gave you, and don't wear nothing else. Wear them team issue shoes. You can't be yourself. If you have tattoos, you got to wear long sleeves. You can't be nothing but what whoever won state championships 35 years ago, that's the standard. That's who you have to be. That's what we accept. If you want to be anybody but them, you're wrong.
And kids don't relate to them people
at all.
Exactly.
At all.
I'm gonna tell you about these kids, and this is why the big homie that don't work for the school district is outside of the coaching staff. This is why he worth $1 million, because it's shit you can't say to that kid that you say, "Hey, go talk to Little League coach such and such." Who gonna talk real to him? You feel what I'm saying? Ain't no HR. I'm one of them people. Jamal, one of them people.
But you moving too fast. We got to tell him why you could talk to him like that. After football practice, when he was 9 years old, and it wasn't really nothing to eat at his house, and you stopped and you got him that Popeye special. So when you call him, you say, "Bring your bitch ass here. Let me talk to you with that bullshit." Yeah. Woo, woo. He gonna feel you. He gonna feel you because you went got in that 4 for 4. You went got in that 4 for 4 when it wasn't nothing to eat at his house, and you went got some toilet paper so you could take it in there so they could wipe his ass. Yeah. You let him come spend the night with you when the water was off at his house. And if you don't do them kind of thing, so we know it goes on at South Oak Cliff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We know.
And the people that make the rules will tell you that that's not a part of the rules, but that's somebody who probably stayed in the same house from when they was born till they graduated high school, who don't understand that this year as a sophomore, I might live at my granny house. Next year, I might have to live at my auntie house. Next year, I might have to live with my girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like, but because the right thing to do is to have the 2-parent structure and stability, a lot of our kids don't have stability. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the Teddy Bridgewater thing is. But that's why when you talk to teachers, they always tell you you have to answer the certification in a perfect world with all the resources and whatever. And whenever you get your certification, that ain't how this shit work, because you're gonna have to figure it out. Because life ain't made off just that book that they gave you. You're gonna have to go. I'm telling you, we had a kid that's in the senior class, bruh. His 5 siblings got into a crash with him, and he's the only one alive. And I go into this class now, and the teacher want to know why the fuck he's sleeping every day, because he works overnight, because he's the only person that can pay for him to do anything. But you mad because he's sleeping in economics.
Man,
because you don't know.
People don't even take, you know what I'm saying? You don't even take time. Nope. So that's the thing about it. Like we sat in the offensive line meeting one day, and I had my kids raise their hand on who actually lived with 2-parent households versus who dad not in their life versus who daddy dead. I got 3 kids who daddy dead. I got 5 more that don't got a daddy, and then it's 4 that got both parents. So out of 12 kids, 8 of them don't have a dad. We the dad.
Hey,
at 28 years old, I'm a father to 30 to 120 kids.
Zach, man, you about to make me start crying, bro.
Like, that's the reality,
shit, bro. I know it, and they don't understand, and they don't understand why we get so mad when we read these comments, and they don't understand. Like, you talking to a kid. My mama got shot when I was in the 7th grade. My daddy died when I was in the 8th grade. I was getting into trouble. I had to live with my grandmother. I'm from Port Arthur. I had to move to Hitchcock. So I understand what you're saying. I had a coach that believed in me, though. You know what I'm saying? To this day that I still talk to. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That wrote me when I was in the penitentiary though. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? So like they don't
Yeah.
understand how like you see me now. Yeah, I live in a homeowner association. I make a bunch of money now, but you don't know where we come from. And
Yeah.
so the things that y'all boys do, man, we appreciate y'all. Like I said, I
Seriously.
man,
Seriously.
man, we appreciate y'all. Like I love Todd, brother. I'm talking about like because I know what it
Man,
is.
I love Todd.
Like man, I
Solid,
know
Look,
solid
I
like
was
dude,
you,
man. He a
there.
solid, he
like
a
I was
solid
you,
dude.
homie. Like we know
I
what it
didn't even
is,
say
and they don't understand what it is. And so me and Tristan started this show, right? And so man, it's the conversation that we used to have. And like I said, we like, man, we gotta help. We gotta be able to help the kids. We gotta have a vehicle, a vessel to be able to. We like, hey, we owe. They're not gonna really listen to us like talking about. That's why we brought the Shay in. So the Shay is directly messing with them, right? So he's more likely to listen to us, so we could teach through him to teach to them, right? Cause we generations removed, and so understanding like y'all young dudes, man. And that's why we tap in with y'all, man, and make sure y'all understand, you know, man, what y'all do is unheard of, bro. And they don't, people don't understand, but it ain't for them to understand.
Hold
and they don't.
on, Jamal. This is what they don't understand, though. They used to hate on us.
Yeah.
What we doing. Our old heads, the one that's older than us, they used to hate on us, bro. They used to hate on us. Like, look, I'm tapped in Dallas. Look, one phone call, I might be talking to a kid on your roster, Zach. I'm up there to where such and such got this going on. So, man, I'm finna call him. They gonna call me on FaceTime because they know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And my thing about it is, I ain't gonna judge you on what's going on. I'm gonna tell you what it is.
For sure.
We know what it is. We're not gonna tell you what it's supposed to be. Oh yeah, you supposed to be doing this, man, bro. That ain't
real life, bro.
And
Zach, my best friend, and Tristan was the two youngest coaches in Galveston County, right? They the two that got the most Super Bowls. They do the most winning, right? So and Payne is right here. He'll tell you who Chris Chambers is. My homeboy is the president of a little league football team. He also works at Atwater TYC, juvenile.
Yeah.
Me and him used to live together. He come home unreal. He like, man, they just gave a kid 60 years, bro. Man, they just gave a kid 55. They giving these kids so many numbers because they will shoot you until your shirt catch on fire. Right? They will fire your ass up. They not playing no games with them guns. They shooting them. And they giving them 55 years, 60 years, 55 years, 60 years. And you got dudes out here trying to get paid off these kids. They stealing Frito pie money and pickle jar money. And all they care about is trying to knock down the single moms. You get what I'm saying? Faking like they coaching and act like they give a damn. You know what I'm saying? You got people, they trying to work they move. Only thing they care about is registration money. That's what I'm on right now. And I am the old nigga hater, bro. That's what I am. The ones that's in the way, I'm hating on you. I swear I am. Every chance I get, I'm hating on you, bro.
So
I
Zach,
promise.
for that, get the people a message of, because you work on both sides of it, the training side and the coaching side. Get like the parents and the people that's hip to high school and college football. Get them a message that they need to understand about the landscape where they living in this kind of false reality that we be talking about a lot of times.
The biggest false reality is that your high school coach is supposed to get you recruited. Majority of them, like,
they not gonna want to hear that.
the majority of them don't have connections. They don't have relationships. They barely may talk in their school. So why would they talk to somebody that's worth $1 million, let alone not be in awe of them or try to talk about themselves before they talk about a kid? That's the thing that you got to understand is when you aren't around something, you're gonna be more enamored with that versus doing what you're supposed to do with what the spotlight is. So you have to understand you have to use every vessel. You got to use Twitter. You have to use camps, resources, different things like that. And you can't get on there and think that it's just gonna happen or just overly adding people is going. No, you have to make genuine relationships. You may go somewhere, like you say, you may go to Kingsville, but because you made the relationship through Kingsville, now the next person can go to actual A&M. But you have to be able to pay that road and do that thing. Like I played at Alabama A&M in Prairie View, but I got kids at every school not named those two universities because of relationships I made, because of who my mentor is, because of everything like that. So just understand that this is this is all about who you know and what's respected. And if you don't have either of those things, if you don't have no connections or nobody was willing to respect to what you're doing, then you're gonna have a tough time getting recruited. Unless you run track or you meet the measurable thing. That's the other two things that'll help. Is running track or be 6'5".
And look, Zach, that's the thing that I try to get these people to understand. Is like nothing is you're not entitled to nothing.
Nothing.
You're not. It's like this whole thing. It's a blessing, bro. Look, it's a blessing for somebody to give a damn about you outside of what you do on that field.
Yeah.
Point blank period. If you run into a coach that care about you,
hold your thought. Post what Todd just said about today about recruiters.
Ooh, I love it.
I'm
not even gonna ruin the surprise. I want to be able
to
read.
You ain't
need to read this verbatim. He talking about recruiters coming to sock, Tristan. That's the tweet.
I got it. Oh yeah, I got it. Hold on. Here you go. I'm about to post it up right now. I got it.
And you got it. And I know for a fact, man, there's a lot of coaches that hating on Coach Todd, man, for the success y'all boys doing and everything, man. Y'all just keep doing your thing, man. Yeah, because y'all go to continue still being successful, bro.
Yeah, they not worried about that. Coach Todd say, attention college football recruiters with 3 exclamations. He old school, so a punctuation mattered to him. That he did that on purpose. Especially those in Texas. It's some ballers at SOC looking for a home. So when you come to school, no offers, then don't sit down. Stand up when you recruiting at SOC. Sorry, I'm gonna keep it real. Chairs are limited.
What they say in ATL? This is for honest students. That's for real, because they'll sit in there and the coaches we got relationships with.
I just want my head coach stand on business.
Yeah, the coaches we got relationships with, they get to sit in there and they get to listen to us, like y'all say, talking or whatever, and it's a breath of fresh air. But they get to see that side of us because they may have kids at their school from our school, or you know what I'm saying, they actively trying to recruit. Whereas it is people from around different places who do just want to come in there because we have been a state all this time or they know about SOC, but they not really giving us real offers. So it's like, what's the point? Like we ain't got time to play.
I know the game though. I know recruiters. I know the game where they could just check that box and say, yeah, I went down there. I ain't seen that.
Yeah.
I went down there
and hand the paper off and say that this shows you I was here because I scanned this.
So I can get my per diem. So I can get my per diem and get the hotel and go to DW and go to Applebee's and get me something to eat. Yeah,
that's the thing about this shit.
And let me say this real quick, Tristan. And that's the reason why. And me and Jamar, it was like 2-3 years ago. He's like, man, I don't know if you should have, but I was like, I had to. That's the reason I had to let it be known that it's a such thing as committable and uncommittable offers for the times where people like me and Zach, where we got to find the kid a home, where it ain't about the clout, it ain't about the parent posting on Facebook. It's about you about to be embarrassed because your child ain't gonna be playing nowhere now. So,
and that's the gray area of like you can get a recruitment started with the offer, but just understand if the kid is what did he end up signing to? He went Bowling Green. If the kid is a Bowling Green kid, don't sit there and get the Alabama LSU fake offer and have them thinking that that's something that they not. That's fucking up the game. Just get them to where they're supposed to go. Like, I know somebody at UNT. UNT is the level you can go to. Now let's find somebody at that level that really likes you. And
I got something for you, Zach. A couple of years ago, my daughter played AAU basketball. One of my little homeboys, he used to coach for DFW, and he, I'm going in. I used to say, man, this should be political, this and that, this and that. He told me, he say, no, you are what your offer say.
Yeah.
So listen what you saying. You got a North Texas offer, you got a Northwestern State offer, you got a Prairie View offer. Then you got Alabama and LSU offer. That don't even match.
No.
That don't match. You are what your offers are. So we already knowing that something now, because see, what they don't understand is when LSU offer you, you're gonna get 7 other SEC offers.
Mm-hmm.
If you
when TCU offer you, you're gonna get 7
the
other
rest
Big
of the Big
12 offers.
Yeah.
Yes, because they don't want to have to deal with you. So
but if it's only one and it's
on,
full
man.
of the Sun Belt or it's full of the swag, then hey, that's where you at.
You are what your offers are.
And
what if you don't got no offers though, Zach? Can you be picky when a D2 call you or in?
But it goes into how much you want to play. See, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, like people and say like I wasn't somebody that was solely like if I ain't going D1, I'm not playing football. That was me. Every day I lifted weights, I said D1 on my reps. Like that was my goal. I did my goal. I knew my limits though. I knew I'm 6 foot baby. Like I knew I'm a swag lineman.
They don't think where we went is D1.
Yes, but I teach my kids like this is where you at. This your tier. Okay, now if we win, like you say, if we got house money and you go somewhere bigger, we good. But this is where you need to actually understand that's the level that you playing at, and that's the reality of it. Because I can show you an SEC lineman, and then I can show you what you don't look like.
What's going on? Where you at?
And then you got to understand something too. You say you went to Alabama State, and then you went to Prairie View. Zach, you had fun in college. A whole bunch of
very much.
You had fun.
Very much.
So I listen to some of this stuff that that's why I try to tell people, man. Like, you know, a lot of these parents don't understand. I say, man, you got to understand, you just going to school in the middle of nowhere. You might want your kid to go to school where he can at least be able to go to McDonald's and go to Raising Cane's or something. You going to these little one-horse towns, and he going to be home in about 2 months because he's going to have nothing to do.
I'm on my way.
And all he gonna have to do is think about going home all the time. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you don't want.
That's why I got on that in that Trailblazer and drove my ass back to Dallas and never went back to Huntsville, Alabama, because that shit was 10 hours away.
Yeah. You ain't leave Prairie View though, did you?
Not at all. Best decision I ever made.
You was in that phase 1 and that phase 2, wasn't you?
Going crazy. Going crazy, man.
Well, you was down there doing the big tuck times?
No. I'm 28.
So that wasn't not a stain on me in Prairie View time? Oh, you younger than that?
Yeah, I'm 28.
No, you Beat King was
yes.
I got you. You Beat King. Yeah, you a baby. Yeah, I got you.
So look here, I gotta say this before we get up out of here. And man, look, for one, we appreciate all the supporters of Man Hustle Podcast this year, man. Man, we came from nothing. We ain't monetized. We monetize in real life. We ain't trying to get no money off this shit at all. Any motherfucker trying to get money off the productivity of high school athletes is a sorry motherfucker. You're going to sell your soul to get them little $3-4. I'm going to tell you, 1 million views is $1,000. Nobody on this podcast can pay a bill with $1,000. But what I'm saying is, man, shout out to all the kids. Shout out to the parents. Shout out to them coaches. And we on the other side of it to where we get the part from the hood and the part from the coaches. And so we can get our own reality. Jamar, am I lying? We get our own reality. So we can get what the parents say, kids say, and what the coaches say, and find a common denominator and see what's bullshit. And we found out in 2025, it's more bullshit than real shit. Leave that motherfucking coach alone. Leave that coach alone.
And man, Zach, man, we appreciate you coming on here to give us a perspective because a lot of people don't know about the headaches. You know, they stand there talking about coach can't coach, and you dealing with a kid that was late to school 3 times this week. He going the wrong way. He don't know the cause. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what y'all deal with. Yeah. And so we have a lot of coaches that I talk to so many coaches every day. Trish talked to so many coaches. We deal with so many people, and we didn't want to have them on during the season. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, and I felt like it was janky because we was having kids.
Yeah, that's why we didn't want to have you on.
Y'all gotta stay focused.
We felt like it was janky. You know what I'm saying? We felt like it was janky.
Damn, we bad luck.
Because we had Caleb on. We had Caleb on, and Caleb came on, and then they went to Summer Creek, and he laid an egg. We was like, God damn. So I was like, man, we gonna back up. We gonna back up from interviewing the kids, man. We bad luck. We janky as hell. So, man, at the end of the day, man, we gonna bring y'all some more content, man. We got a lot of people that we talk to everybody y'all want to talk to.
Uncle Tristan said we tried to keep it cool. We tried to be politically correct. And y'all didn't respond.
We done with that.
Football and soft don't go hand in hand. So if you don't want to hear it the tough way, the honest way, the real way, the truth, then this probably ain't for you no way. You probably need to get out the way.
And I got a state champion offensive line coach sitting right next to you. If your ass soft, quit signing up. That was yeah. Coach, don't say nothing. Just nod your head up and down. That's all. If you're soft, quit signing up. I got and I got like 5 more referees that give us information. He telling us, man, them people talking more than they playing.
See, I didn't like to reveal our source.
Come on, Pay got to speak on that. Go ahead, Jabardo.
I didn't want to reveal our source.
I still gonna give you a source. I ain't no shame in my game.
Nah, but we ain't want people to know where it's coming from. You know, we ain't want people to know where we get our information from. But man, we tapped in
they
for
need
real.
to hear this one though, because they showboat and talk too much and all that. Go ahead, Corey. You parents need to hear y'all kids that discipline. Be exact.
And you know, not only that,
after touchdowns, Zach.
And you know, not only that, man, you know, I give credit where credit is due, man. It do be a lot of coaches out there, man, that do coach these kids, man. I'm talking about high school coaches, man, and do have some discipline, but you do have some damn coaches out here that act like fucking kids too. And I'm just being straight up, man. So what I'm saying is shout out to Zach and you know, y'all, South Oak Cliff, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know y'all you be in the moment, but y'all do buckle down and play ball, man. You know, you let your Rydell do the fucking talking.
Yeah,
but you know, but going forward, man, I just feel like, man, it just need to be a lot of more just playing football than people just need to shut the fuck up. I'm just
it makes it easy. Just check your ass up. Yeah. Look, Jack, if people don't realize, we be down here, we got over 14 referees. The head referee on the couple state games, he from Galveston, Texas.
Yeah, shout out to Rodney Smith, man.
Yeah. Shout out to Rodney Smith.
He ref a lot of our games.
Speaking that I can't say that part. I can't say that part.
I don't say that. Look, just the neighborhood. I can call a referee and say, is he really like that? I can call a referee. I ain't got to call no coach. I can call a referee and say, is he really like that? I got about 15 of them.
Yeah.
Man, parents, shut y'all ass up and get to work. 2026. This is our motherfucking motto. Shut the fuck up and get to work. I seen a lot of bad play calls in these playoffs. I seen Salt Lake Carroll call bad play calls. DeSoto, North Shore, Sock, motherfucking Dunkerville. I seen everybody that played last weekend make bad play calls.
Them kids can save you.
Players make plays, man.
Yeah.
Stars be stars. That's the motto.
Them kids can save you more than anything. We called power read to the right side. The kids ran power read to the left. It was a 38-yard touchdown.
But no.
It's the kids, man.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the kids, man.
Man, C. King, bad play calls. I done seen plenty of people that was in a big game with bad play calls, and they asked their players to be players.
Mm-hmm.
Shut your motherfucking ass up and get to work. That's the motto. Shut up
stars be stars.
And go to work. That's
stars
what it is.
Stars, man. Like I say, man, my message for the night, like I said, man, we down in Houston, man, we got some work to do, man. You know, Dallas got a advantage on us, understanding the landscape of this. I would ask all all people, we finna start having a round table with all the guys, the influencers. We talking about youth league coaches. We talking about the people that got some. We all want to sit down, man. We want to talk, man. We gotta start weeding some of this shit out. You know what I'm saying? We gotta start weeding some of this shit out. Some of these people got to get out the way, man, and it got to be about the kids. You know what I'm saying? And when I say it got to be about the kids, some of y'all got to get out the way, and we got to come together. We got to try to keep these kids together. All this, we getting ready to go to nationals and all this here, man, that should have cop out for you not to do no coaching and a recruit. Man, take them kids that sign up and develop them damn kids, man. Tough kids play football, man. Tough kids win football games. You know what I'm saying? All the other shit don't matter, man. Tough kids win football games.
And this my thing. All the kids, because this what me and Zach try to explain to people, where they even do we got 5 stars we worked with. They are still getting developed. We got NFL players we work with. They still getting developed. So this whole I want to have X amount of talent so I don't got to develop, that ain't never been the sport, because you don't have to have talent to win in football. That's why most of the teams who do that end up losing to a team that don't got no talent. That just
It's a bigger problem with that though, Deshae, that's happening right now. We losing our OGs that's coaching because y'all stealing the kids that they are developing. And you come with 2 pair of socks, you come with a nice Speed Flex helmet, and you running our OGs back. We trying to get our OGs to come back into coaching so we can develop our kids, because y'all done ran them all off, stealing their kids, and you coming out there with shorts with tights up on them, and you out there coaching in. We trying to get the OGs to come back, man. We're trying to get some of you suckers out the way, man. And I'm the police. I am the I am the parent police. Yeah, he done start doing that sucker shit too. He got tights on up under his like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, we need OGs to be OGs,
people
man.
Listen, they in
Big Homie Rules, man. Yo Gotti got a song. It's called Big Homie Rules, man.
The
Big
Baffle
Homie
League,
Rules, man.
The Baffle League where we from, they call it basically like the rec league, so to say. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just doing it for fun, basically.
Yeah.
Man, people send their kid to Chambers so they can learn how to tackle, hit, and be tough. Literally, like,
run fast, hit hard. The motto is run fast, hit hard. That's it.
Man, them
run
kids,
fast,
if they don't do nothing else, when they come from that organization, they're gonna know how to play the essence of football from the basic sense, bro. And that's what they need to get back to for real.
They trying to run me out.
He win every time.
They trying to run me out because my parents say, no, it's parents, this group of parents say, I coach too hard. So this where we at. I need to move to Dallas. I'm gonna go coach wherever Little League, feeding to the Soto, a Dunkerville, a motherfucking me sock. That
would be the message that I leave here with. They say that the kids today is different. No, it's not. It's just they require actual relationship. And these kids will be able to tell you, like, nah, you can't talk to me like that. But they'll tell you that because you ain't built the relationship to even talk to them, like with how you describe it. They're just a lot more aware. Like whether it be from my age all the way to y'all's, we was always told whatever the adults said was right. Whereas they're adults at whatever age we talking about. Now, granted, do they know everything? No. But they know when somebody is talking to them crazy for no reason at all versus somebody that's talking to them crazy because they've poured into me my entire time since I've been with them, so they know that I ain't acting how I'm supposed to act. And that's the thing as adults, is we have to be able to check ourselves and understand, like, nah, the kid may be right because I may be wrong, whether it may be dealing with my woman or dealing with other kids, and I may be taking them out on them versus me actually being correct. You know what I'm saying? So that's the one thing that I would say is just understand, like, they're aware, they see everything, they're on the phone, they have way more knowledge into what we know. Now, do they need common sense? Yes, because they don't have none of it. But they're a lot more self-aware than any of us was at 18 all the way to 8 years old. So you need to factor in what they saying, because they live in this world. You got to adjust to their world. They grew up in it from wherever they started.
Exactly, man. And shout out to Coach Zach, man. You tapping in. Man, we didn't want to jinx you, so you need to give us part of your state ring, because you was in there the whole ride. I
was talking the whole time. I was like, Deshae, I'm gonna go. But you can ask Deshae. Like, I stopped training. I train offensive lineman every Sunday. Jesus' birthday, y'all birthday. It don't matter. I stopped training. I wasn't getting on spaces. I ain't do nothing. Like, my goal was, like, I done lost 2 years in a row. I said my goal was to win.
Look, We ain't gonna jinx our coaches or our players.
I started back training today. I got right back to it.
I do it. Look, we take the text messages though, and like man, between us, we got about 40 head coaches of successful high school football programs that's texting us like, yeah, man, they got this going on.
Man, Tristan, keep
like,
coaching tough,
If
Tristan.
it makes sense, we gonna say that shit.
Don't let them people
pull up
run
on
you
you
off.
too, Zach. Man, we supposed to pull up on you, man. My whole house got sick, man.
Nah, you good. I'll be down there.
Man, and I had just told Deshae what time to pull up, man. Baby boy pulled into the room throwing up. Everybody, I'm talking about my whole house is sick. I'm like,
I got an explosion over here,
man. and I thought I was gonna be able to leave and sneak out the house, and me and Deshae was just gonna shoot up to Dallas, and then he came in the room throwing. I was like, damn, I wasn't going nowhere, man.
If he'd have told me that plan, I said nope. Nope.
Tristan, keep coaching hard. They need that. They're gonna be all right.
I ain't gonna set my partner up to lose.
Hey, one thing I can tell you, man, for the help of Tristan, man, what he did for my son, him, Chambers, Money Foreman, Mouton, and Haddock, y'all taught my kid out how to have mental toughness, man. Hey, man, and I appreciate that, man. From the bottom of my heart, I definitely appreciate y'all dudes, man.
Man, we appreciate you, man. You the greatest. You're a great father. You're a great mentor. You're great. You, Dominique Johnson, he's the defensive coordinator for LaPorte, and he's a referee for the youth league. Like, these people that's helping our kids out, man, I can't put a dollar amount on y'all. So, hey, shout out to this here. Mad Hustle, this is our first season, and this shit was fire. I don't give a damn with nobody.
Off season gonna be better.
For the off season, we got to travel. We gonna talk to the coaches in the off season because we gonna talk to the kids and the coaches during the off season, man. And we coming to a spot near you. Like I said, we didn't want to jinx the kids no more, man. We had all y'all lined up, man. We like, damn, that shit janky.
I'm sorry,
man,
Caleb.
I believe in burning them dice, Zach. I ain't want to burn the dice on you, man.
Nah,
I want you. You know what I'm saying? Let it come out on the come out, man. We've been had you lined up, baby boy, but man, we appreciate you what you do.
So look,
you done to make me cry tonight, boy.
I'm gonna give y'all a sneak preview. Dylan Mitchell, Alvin Mosley, and Sarah Baker. The Mad Hustle Raymond Noodle babies.
You left one out.
Who I left out?
Dickerson, the big kid from Side Ranch.
Yeah.
Lineman. Them too. All right. So them, we gonna talk to them this summer though. We ain't gonna wait till we gonna talk to them this summer. Alvin Mosley is a Raymond Noodle baby.
Hey, I think y'all may need to do one more episode. When is that, Zach? February 1st, that realignment come out?
I want to say it's around that week. It's the first week in February.
Hey, I think y'all need to do another show, guys.
That could be the start of season 2. That'll be the start of season 2.
Season 2. We'll come out the gate season 2, y'all, man. Mad Hustle, y'all, man. God bless y'all. Thank y'all for supporting us.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Appreciate y'all, man.
We Remy Martin today. We did it the right way. God bless y'all, man.
Zach, tap in when you hit the city, baby.
I got you.
Yeah, like, share, and subscribe.
Mad Hustle Sports. Shout out to the Roman Noodle Babies and the Friday Night Content Creators.
Now for real. Grinding for the paper. Quiet money records, bitch. I feel like Tony Drake. I just love Warren. Ball fade with the razor. Baby girl foreign, but I have from Malaysia. Relax from the States. Bumper kid break. The MC on threes. I'ma call this Chevy Chase. Walk by the 3 before I sip. I say my grace. Ride with a player. When I dip, I scrape the place. Leave my estate. Really, it's the city. Back in Cullen Park was too.